They specialize in block work, poured walls, decorative work, stonework, driveways, patios, and much more. Call 952-994-5272 to find out more. Procrete Concrete and Masonry.
Proud to serve the Silver Lake area, it's Lakes Gas Company. Lakes Gas is your #1 source for propane in the area. Whether it's propane to heat your home, for your stove or grill, your water heater, and more, check first with Lakes Gas. Propane is clean, economical, and is recognized as a green energy that's good for the environment. To find out more, call or stop by Lakes Gas Company, located right off Highway 7 in Silver Lake, your #1 local source for propane. Lakes Gas Company.
Thanks again to Lakes Gas Company for being a sponsor of the starting lineups. Appreciate them for joining aboard on the GSL football train. Thanks to them for bringing these starting lineups. Let's get you those starting lineups first. Let's do it for the visitors on the offensive side for the Wildcats of New London Spicer. Adam, take it away.
All right, your starting lineup for the New London Spicer Wildcats tonight. Starting at quarterback, number 5, Evan Haugen. At running back, number 7, Blake Shook. At wide receiver, number 17, John Perkins. At fullback, number 25, Josh Soin. At tailback, number 29, Jackson Ness. At center, number 52, I'm going to struggle with this one already. You ready for this one?
Oh, boy.
I tried to get this even on my own time. Patrick Shimorowski. Okay, I had to think about it there. At offensive line.
Oh, Pat for short.
Yeah, 54, Colton Bendixson. At offensive line as well, number 57, Mitch Sommers. Also on offensive line, 62, Corey Hinkemeyer. And on the line as well, number 66, Terry Johnson. And at tight end, number 87, Ben Dobmeyer. Dobmeyer? Okay, Dobmeyer. There we go. See, I struggle with names. We should maybe switch.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
We'll get it.
It's first game of the season for us too. It's a lot of bugs to work out. We're working on it.
You put the pressure on me by saying this is year 4.
If we were freshmen when we started this, we'd be seniors right now. And they might, the way using that as an analogy, probably not good for our ability to stick around for a 5th year.
Right.
Well, some of us had 5 years of college.
Yeah, some of us did.
Some of us had more.
That's right.
Those are your starting lineups brought to you by Lakes Gas Company. Let's take a break. It's now time for our national anthem brought to you by...
Hang on a second. I need to do the home team.
Oh, my goodness. Why did I forget about that?
I got to stop you there. See, this is first game.
There we go. There's my problem. Now I can't even remember we got to do both teams. My goodness.
First game jitters. That's what we got here.
Let's get the home team's defense then.
That's right. For your GSL starting defensive team
turn
tonight.
My mic off.
There you go. Starting at defensive end, number 54, Peyton Sell. At defensive tackle, number 53, Paul Emke. At the other defensive tackle, number 77, Dylan Reichter. At defensive end, number 46, Calvin Leastman. Your linebacking core tonight will be number 15, Jordan Kazmarek. Number 20, Dalton Kosek. Number 4, Cameron Chapp. And number 28, Ben Dene. At cornerback for you, both cornerback positions for GSL, number 29, Jake Vosick, and number 6, Taylor Schauer. And, of course, at safety here tonight, number 3, Taylor Erke.
So there you go. That's defensive starters for GSL. Good I remembered that.
Rough night already.
Oh, boy.
It's a rough night already.
Hopefully the teams are doing better than we are.
Gosh darn it, I tell you.
By the way, we should mention looks like the senior gals have all decked out in red, white, and blue. That's it's the student section colors for tonight in tonight's game. We thank you for joining us wherever you may be on this Friday evening. Beautiful weather, I think. I'm going to put it out there.
The Dean Schwartz curse could happen yet this year. It's only game 1.
It might be over.
It might be over.
It's always first game of the season. The last 2 years, first game at home, we had something weird happen.
Well, the way this broadcast started off, it bad quickly.
Let's not give people ideas there, Adam.
I know.
Could be an issue. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Now we'll get you your national anthem brought to you by Glencoe Lions. Thanks again to Lakes Gas Company for sponsoring the starting lineups. It's now time for a national anthem brought to you by the Glencoe Lions.
Freedom takes many forms. The freedom to learn, the freedom to compete, the freedom to discover what good sportsmanship is all about. The Glencoe Lions are proud to support the Glencoe Silver Lake Panthers in this athletic event, and they support our youth in all their endeavors in sports, academics, music, and the fine arts. Today's youth are tomorrow's leaders, and we have a bright future indeed. The Glencoe Lions. We serve.
Welcome back, everyone, to Stevens Seminary Stadium. Thanks again to the Glencoe Lions for sponsoring the national anthem as they do throughout the entire football season. It's going to be a beautiful night for football. We thank you for joining us. It is absolutely pitch perfect weather for football. And boy, the last couple of years, the first home game has been interesting. Let's just put it that way. And tonight's game should be a great one between these two teams that know each other very well. And you really go back to that state championship game is where this, if you want to call it a rivalry, that's where this whole rivalry started just back in, 2009 when New London Spicer ended GSL's quest for a state championship and a perfect season.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, this is a newer rivalry if you want to look at it in the history of GSL football. And, there's been a lot of heartbreaks between both teams, So, I mean, like we said, this has become a very new rivalry, but you can tell this is in both of these teams' minds that they need to start the season off right, and what better than to play one of your biggest rivals now.
Of course, last year GSL started out on the road at New London Spicer, got a win there, then went on the road to Hutchinson, got a win there. We should mention next year, this is next week, will be the final, at least as far as we know, for the near future matchup between GSL and Hutchinson. Hutchinson moving to a different district thanks to district football. They'll be moving to a different district to be in with bigger schools that will actually, not saying that the teams in the section in the East Central aren't good, but they're getting to schools their same size or bigger, which will help them in the QRF a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen it. We've even seen it before this whole district thing came about. We saw it in the past, too. You look at Becker. You look at St. Michael. A lot of those teams were moved out because of moving up a class and everything, and they needed more of the QRF ratings and everything, and some even moving into different conferences. So it just happens, and it's the way it goes. But, yeah, with the district side, you can tell, well, I'm going to say it this way. So when Glencoe stopped playing Hutchinson, that was a heated rivalry back in the day. When they stopped playing Hutchinson, people had a sour taste in their mouth. And I can tell you this, when I was a senior, we didn't play Hutchinson. We never got to. It wasn't until a couple of years or a year after they started playing Hutch. So we might get that around town again, in Silver Lake and Glencoe, is you're going to get that sour taste that we're not facing our heated rival down the road of 22 here, the Hutchinson Tigers. So
it'll be interesting, but we know this much. Next week should be a full house. You'll have to get here to Stevens Seminary Stadium early. And we should mention next Friday night after the game, speaking of which, you can listen to on 106.9 KARP with Ryan Phelps. They'll be live next week in Glencoe at Unhinged Pizza. In fact, I'll be joining after we're done here on KGLB. Then I'll swing on down to Unhinged, where a lot of people go no matter what after the game. And we'll be naming a player of the game. Right. Brought to you by Unhinged Pizza. How's that for plugs everywhere?
Wow, you are red hot right now.
I'm trying. I got to make up. You know what? Got to make up for earlier already. So didn't think I'd have to be saying that this early in the season.
Right.
But it's going to be a fun week next Friday nights, 9:30 until 11. Ryan Phelps will be doing After the Game live from Unhinged Pizza. He'll be here for the early portion of the game. Might even be able to grab him in for a halftime little chat. And, of course, Ryan Phelps, he knows all about the state of Minnesota and football. And, boy, he's done a lot with that after the game. If you haven't listened to a lot of great highlights and then just recapping all the scores from around the state, a lot of teams played last night. We'll get you to that Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard at the half. We'll run through the results from last night, get you caught up on what's going on today. Of course, we'll do the East Central District scores and Section 2 AAA, as I always like to remind people. That's the thing that matters at the end of the day. And with the district the way it is, we've got a lot of teams that play during the regular season that are in the district.
Right. And I just want to talk a little bit about that Ryan Phelps being here at Unhinged Pizza. If you guys are looking for something entertaining to listen to after the game, he does a fantastic job. So whether you're at home, whether you're in your car and you're listening in on that, if you get the chance, go down to Unhinged, because I tell you what, it's going to be a fun time down there, and it'll be great to see a bunch of people moving back towards Unhinged Pizza, and they always love to be able to talk. Jason down there loves to talk football.
Let's take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back. We'll get you your game time and tip. Brought to you by Glencoe Co-op Association. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the start of this game and your Glencoe and your game time and temp after this 2-minute timeout.
If you've got a newer truck or tractor, you may need a newer diesel fuel. That's because newer engines operate under such extreme heat and pressure, they can actually cook your fuel, causing power loss, clogged filters, even engine failure. The solution is simple. Cenex Premium Diesel from Glencoe Co-op Association with a special additive package formulated for the rugged demands of today's diesel engines. Want a better running fleet? Get a better running diesel. Contact Glencoe Co-op Association, your certified Cenex distributor, today.
Furnace on the fritz? Count on your local Bryan dealer to do whatever it takes to bring the heat when things get chilly.
Gog Sheet Metal in Hutchinson, 320-587-5886.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Dairy Queen in Glencoe invites you in for a great meal or tasty treat every day of the week. Try their delicious Blizzard of the Month, a full line of Fraser foods, meal combos, and more. And don't forget a delicious DQ cake just right for any special occasion. It's all at Dairy Queen in Glencoe.
Get name brand flooring and window treatments direct from the mill to you with Bergman Interiors. They're the decorating store at your door. They've got you covered. Bergman Interiors in Glencoe, Hutchinson, and Waconia.
For full-service banking, make it Security Bank and Trust Company. See them for checking and savings accounts, home loans, ag loans, home equity loans, and more. Security Bank and Trust Company in Glencoe, Brownton, New Auburn, Winstead, or Plato, plus 7 other locations, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
For over 90 years, Harpo Brothers Chevrolet and Buick in Glencoe has worked hard to provide the area with high-quality vehicles at affordable prices. View their entire new and pre-owned inventory online at harpobrothers.com. Your dealer by choice for generations, it's Harpo Brothers Chevrolet and Buick in Glencoe.
If it can be built, make one call to Steve Shower & Sons Construction between Glencoe and Silver Lake. They specialize in cement work, pole barns, reclads, new construction, houses, and remodeling. They have many satisfied customers throughout the area. Call Steve Shower & Sons Construction today.
Have everything work. It's now time for your Game Time at 10, brought to you by the Glencoe Co-op Association. Game time, 7 o'clock. In the Midwest, it is 72 beautiful degrees outside. A light breeze from the southeast, 6 miles per hour, enough to occasionally get the flag to wave in the wind. It is a perfect night for football, and we thank you for joining us wherever you may be. Reminder again, Sack Attack will be doing that again this year. Pro Auto of Glencoe and Hutchinson. Lila Mike Iden will be donating for every sack. They get a $20 donated to the GSL Panther Booster Club. And, of course, for every touchdown, First Minnesota Bank will donate $20 to the Booster Club as well. Thanks to both of them. And we'll be talking about Bergman Interiors.
Well, yeah.
We'll be talking a lot about them.
We'll probably be talking quite a bit about Bruce and Deb over there for Bergman's Country Interiors, of course. They do a fantastic job, and one of the longest sponsors that GSL Football's had, so we really appreciate his continuous years of being a sponsor. And, hey, like I said, we're getting ready here.
Here we go. GSL won the toss. They defer to the second half, kicking it off right to left across your radio dial, computer screen, or however you're listening to us. It'll be Carson Strike for GSL. He'll kick it off right to left, a little bit of a wind to his back. 2 men deep to receive for New London Spicer. White, one of those two. The kickoff is up and away. A good end-over-end kick. Caught at the 7-yard line by White. Takes it from the near hash. Goes to the far side of the field to the 10, to the 11. Breaks an arm tackle there to the 15. It's going along the far sideline. Had some room, but getting knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line, and that's where they will start their first drive of the season. 1st and 10 at their own 25 for New London Spicer.
Good start by Carson Strike. Right away putting a good boot into the ball and getting it down the field. And nice job by GSL's special teams there, floating to the ball carrier and bringing him out. Like you said, had a little bit of an alley there for a little second, but, of course, GSL does a great job of converging on him and getting him down.
The 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line is where they say White stepped out of bounds. Going left to right, Halligan will be under center, I formation backfield. Ball in the left hash, single wide out to the left is White. Referee standing over the football, now backs off. Halligan under center. They put White in motion, left to right across the line. Check that. That's Shook in motion. They pitch it to him. He's going to the right side, looking to run, waiting. Not much there. Good job breaking through, making the tackle there as Taylor Shower and bringing him down for a pickup of 2.
Yeah, good job by Taylor Shower there, busting through the little bit of a seam that the other running backs were blocking for him. And a little bit of a, I'm going to say it early this year, a little trickery there, of course, by the running back right away. Just comes in, tries to float behind his blockers, not pick up speed and get to the outside, and finds that seam and tries to bring it up, but Shower does a good job of bringing him down.
2nd and 8 at their own 25, going left to right. Ball now on the right hash. Single wide out wide to the left. That's White for New London Spicer. Halligan under center. Hard count. Takes a snap. Hands it off. Fullback through. Up the middle. Left side. Across the 26 to the 27-yard line is where he's brought down. A quick little carry there for number 29, Jackson Ness, and a pickup of 1 for him. He gets it to the 27. We'll call it 2.
Sell and Leisman, both of them guys, defensive ends for this GSL defense, and both of them did a very good job of getting outside, securing around the edges there, and then cutting down on the running back and bringing him down right away.
3rd and 7. I formation, backfield, single wide out to the left. They put him in motion left to right. That's Wyatt White. They're going to hand it off, going right side with it. Ness breaking an arm tackle, still on his feet at the 30, trying to push forward up to the 35-yard line. He's got a first down. Up to the 36, a pickup of 9 on that one. Good carry for big number 29, Jackson Ness, the 6'1", 190-pound senior.
Yeah, Jackson Ness, like you said, he's a big boy coming through and does a good job. Like you said, put his head down, breaks a couple of arm tackles there. GSL has to try to remember, stay low on some of these guys. We saw it a couple times in the past. A lot of guys trying to do the arm tackle. It's tough to make a big-time tackle when you're doing that. Get low, hit him in the legs, and bring him down.
Kelly Bennett single wide out to the right of flanker, left side I formation, backfield. They're going to hand it off. Ness, the deep man, going left side. Bit spin, stuck at the line, falls forward, back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Nice job there again by Richter. They're doing a good job of busting in, and that time wrapping the guy up and bringing him down right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and a long 9. 10 minutes left to go, just underway. First drive of the game. 1 for 3rd down already converted for New London Spicer in their white away uniforms, black pants, black helmet, black matted helmet with the gold Wildcat logo on it. Single wide out, wide to the left is John Perkins. Ball center of the field. Going to hand it off right side with it, trying to find room. Ness cuts it across the 40 up to the 43-yard line where he's wrapped up and brought down by the defense as they collapse in on him. Shower with another tackle, but a good gain on that one of 7. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Cameron Chapp did a really good job of coming across the line on the back side of the play to making sure no one was going to do any kind of reverse play towards him, but then you thought maybe he's going to come in and make the tackle for a loss, but it looked like he tripped over himself there and wasn't quite able to bring him down.
3rd and 2, single wide out to the right. Seems like a little miscommunication. Now they're going to send a man out to the left side as well. That's Ben Dobmeyer. Going to toss play left side with it, looking for a cutback lane is Soini. Soini finds it, gets across the 45, then gets bum rushed at the 47-yard line. That's where he gets stopped, but he gets enough for a first down. Just Soini with that carry, the 5'10", 190-pound senior for New London Spicer.
Yeah, and Soini doing a good job there too, finding the seam, busting through it, and getting that first down for New London. GSL here now has to try to find a way here on that 2nd and 3rd down to slow down this offense right now. I know it's early in the game, but they're finding that momentum very early.
1st and 10 at their own 48. Ball on the left hash. A very methodical drive so far for New London Spicer. Single wide out left. Flanker right side. Toss play right side with it. Ness looking for a cutback lane. Across midfield. Boy, he bulldozed that linebacker, but brings him down at the GSL 47-yard line. A pickup of 5 for Ness. And boy, they're really taking this hammer of Jackson Ness and continuing to apply it to GSL.
Yeah, so far they found that it's working with him, and let's keep with it, and Ben Dunny comes across there and makes a big hit on Ness as well to bring him down, but GSL's got to find a way here now to get in that backfield, disrupt it a little bit, and slow down Ness.
Ness the deep back, so any of the fullbacks. No wideouts in this set. Of flanker right side is White. They're going to hand it off to White, going around and around left side with it. Got a little bit of room. Cut back at the 45. Stumbled, brought down to the 41-yard line. Gets the first down. Pickup of 6 on that one for Wyatt White on the old end around from the right side, going to the left side after they ran right side, and they had Ness going right side, so a misdirection play.
And, of course, majority of the plays so far have been going to Ness, so GSL falling for it a little bit, following Ness, and of course, White picks it up and is able to run it around. GSL's got to find that way to slow him down.
1st and 10 at the GSL 41-yard line, going left to right. Single wide out to the right is Shook. I formation backfield. So any of the fullback, they'll hand it off to him up the middle across the 40, tripped up, finally brought down at the 37-yard line. A pickup of 4 for Soini up the middle left. All plays, run plays so far for New London Spicer. They're at the GSL 38-yard line. 7:35 and counting left to go, first quarter, first drive of the season.
And don't let that fool you, because New London Spicer, of course, a team that has been known for that, hey, if we got somebody in the backfield who can throw the ball, we're not scared to do it either. And they like to do that trips right, trips left stuff. So GSL's got to keep that in the back of their mind.
Wide out right, wide out left. In this formation, handoff, Ness left side with it, gets the 35. Oh, he gets stuffed at that 35-yard line. Stepping up, making a play. Was that Leastman with that tackle? Who came in?
I'm trying to see it as well, who it was. I think it's 28, actually. I want to say it's Dunny. Ben Dunny, again, playing linebacker here for GSL. And he had a nice hit before to stop him, and now here again, it's like he ran into a wall.
So a short pickup of 2 there, and that brings up a 3rd and 2. Clock continues to roll. 11th play of this drive. Single wide out to the left. Haugen takes a snap. Toss right side. Ness with it. Trying to find a cutback lane. None found there. Great job by Peyton Sell cutting through, and good job by the linebackers to help fill the gap on that one as well. No gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
And again, nice job by Dunny. After Sells already kind of gotten him wrapped up a bit, Dunny comes in, puts the finishing touch on to make sure he's not going to drop forward to get that extra yard. And GSL does a good job finally on 3rd down, slowing down this offense from the Wildcats. And now a big 4th down here coming up for New London as well.
4th and 3 with 6:15 left to go first quarter. Single wide out, wide to the right. I formation, Soini and Ness. Haugen under center, maybe trying a hard count. Takes a snap, looking to pass, throws it back, incomplete. Thrown behind the intended receiver, Ben Dobmeyer on that one. He was open, at least off the line, but not much there. Good coverage by GSL.
Yeah, and Haugen there, of course, a kid, too, that we talked a little bit, being able to talk to some of the coaching staff down there for GSL. They said you got to watch them. They're going to like to run a lot, but they're not afraid to pass. And we saw there, Haugen, though, first pass of the year in a live game here for him, and just a little low and hits him down the feet. So a big turn of events for GSL, and now let's see what they can do on offense.
So be 1st and 10 at their own 34 for GSL, going right to left in their all black uniforms, black tops, black pants with the silver helmet with the black stripe down the middle. Wishbone backfield for GSL with Leppel as the fullback. Under center is Luke Fromm, the 2-year starter. They're going to hand it off, second man through, going with it, left side strike, breaks an arm tackle, the 40-45, wrapped up and finally down at the 46-yard line, 47, and a pickup of 12 and a first down, and a great start offensively for GSL.
Carson Strike, too, that's another, from last year, what we got to see out of him. He's a kid, too, that if he does get an open field, he's got the boost that he needs to get through them holes quickly and fast and is able to move down the field quickly. We saw it right there, so let's see what they do on this next drive.
2 wideouts, one to each side. I formation backfield. Farrar dotting the I. Strike a wideout to the right. They're going to hand it off Farrar up the middle right side with it across midfield up to the 45-yard line. A pickup of 8 on the first carry of the season for Michael Farrar for GSL.
And for those who don't know who Michael Farrar is, we got to see him also last year a little bit. He's a small back, but I tell you what, don't let that fool you. He's got some big legs out there. He's going to keep him chopping. And like we saw right there, we know that GSL is going to have a quick backfield this year because right there he exploded out of the backfield.
5'6", 155 is Farrar. 2nd and 2. Wishbone backfield again from under center. Tight end on each side of the line. Long count. Takes a snap. Hands off. Leppel, no. Second man through. Strike with it across the 40. 35. Breaks it on tackle. Still on his feet at 30. He gets wrapped up. Flag comes in. End of the play. Brought down at the 25-yard line. We'll see if it stands, and it may be a first down nonetheless. It would be a pickup of 20 if the play stands as is.
I think what they're going to end up calling here is number 79, Hunter Glazer, came in and actually kind of hit him in the back when he tried to block for Strike when he made the cutback. So I think maybe GSL may get it unless they don't call it that way, but that's what I saw.
Strike coming off the field, pointing towards his right eye. So we're going to see a sub coming in. Ethan Rasper will check.
Face mask. No, they ended up calling a face mask.
That's probably why he's reaching for his eye as well.
Yeah, you're good observation.
I do what I can. Occasionally I can do stuff right.
And then, like I said, I saw more where Hunter Glazer came in, tried to help out his running back by making a block, but when he came in, he hit him square in the back, and you got to be careful with that too because that can be, an illegal hit on a player. So just make sure that, they got to make sure they got to watch that.
20-yard gain stands plus half the distance to the goal. It's 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line of New London Spicer. I formation backfield. Farrar dots the I. From under center, ball in the left hash. Going to hand it off up the middle. Leppel stuffed. Nothing happening there. They are ready for that play. Nice job by Fromm trying to sell the pitch, but they were not buying it at all. No gain.
He tried to sell the pitch, and before he knew it, he was actually riding some shoulders backwards there, pushing Spencer Leppel backwards there. But, you could tell New London just sniffed that one out right away.
Loss of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 11 with 4:30 and counting left to go. First quarter, just first drive of the season for GSL. New London Spicer moved it down the field, but turned it over on down to the GSL 34. 2nd and 11 for GSL at the New London Spicer 14-yard line. I formation backfield, strike a flanker right side, toss right side. Farrar with it. Defender slits through. Farrar breaks one arm tackle, breaks another one, but only gets to the 11-yard line before he's finally brought down. A pickup of 3 on the play for Farrar on that toss right side.
And right there's a good example of what Farrar can do. And Wildcat gets in the backfield, tries to bring him down, and he just kept chopping his feet and working his way past the tackler, and then does everything he can as he's got 2 guys on him to keep pushing the pile. So very strong. Don't let his size fool you, folks. He's going to be real good this year.
3rd and 8.5, 9, depending upon how you want to view it, at the 11-yard line, at the New London Spicer 11-yard line. Single wide out strike, wide left. Ball in the right hash, I formation backfield. Snap, handoff, up the middle, left side with it. Farrar breaks a tackle, wrapped up, brought down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of 7 on that play for Farrar, and that'll bring up a 4th and about a yard and a half.
Yeah, and right there again, Farrar, he just hit the hole fast as he possibly could and put his head down and tried to drive through it, and does a good job here to put his team into a handable spot here to try to get this first down as they're way down in New London's territory.
4th and a yard and a half. Fromm will be under center, Wishbone backfield. Hard count, Fromm going to keep it himself, up the middle with it, pushing. Did he get there? He's up to the 1-yard line, in fact. There was a lot of black jerseys flying forward, and Fromm thought he might have snuck in. No, they're saying he's down at the 1, pickup of 3 for the quarterback.
Yeah, I think Fromm even kind of tried to play it off there as in like, well, I was in the end zone. How is it not a touchdown? But, yeah, of course, high school ball, knee touches right away. You're down right there wherever the ball is at.
Jumbo lineup comes in defensively for New London Spicer. Big number 66, Trey Johnson, the 6'3", 245-pounder, comes onto the field. It's 1st and goal at the New London Spicer 1-yard line. Wishbone backfield with Fromm under center, Leppel the fullback, and then Strike and Farrar behind him. Handoff, left side, Strike with it, breaking a tackle, and he's in! Touchdown! GSL, a 1-yard touchdown dive for Carson Strike, and GSL is on the board.
Good job by Carson Strike. Followed his big blockers up there on the O-line and able to push it in for a touchdown. And, of course, here it is. First one of the year. With that touchdown is another $20 from First Minnesota Bank to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total of $20.
Hey! Putting the money in. That's the good news. And we are going to see an extra point here. Joey Cullen, 5'9", 290-pound offensive lineman on to kick. Snap there, spot down, kick is up, kick is good with 2:42 left to go. On the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard, GSL leads 7-0. You're listening to Panther Football on KGLB.
For outrageously great food, make sure you stop at Unhinged Pizza in Glencoe. Stop by for their always good pizzas, crazy good chicken, salad bar, and more. Join them for their pizza and pop buffet after every Panther home game. It's warm and delicious. Treat your family to Unhinged Pizza in Glencoe.
Strateski Trucking features general freight hauling with daily delivery to and from the Twin Cities and the surrounding areas. Call Kyle Rosiniak at 320-212-9265. Family owned and operated since 1946, it's Strateski Trucking in Silver Lake.
For reliable comfort year-round, go with the Heritage family of heat pumps from American Standard and Mueller Sales and Service in Glencoe. Heritage heat pumps warm your home in the winter and cool it in the summer. For complete sales, installation, and service, visit Mueller Sales and Service in Glencoe.
7-play drive, 66 yards, ends with a 1-yard touchdown run by Carson Strike, his first of the season. Took 3:16 off the clock. GSL leads 7-0 over New London Spicer. Well, Adam, you said it in the pregame. One of the keys of the game, get that early score, and there it is.
That's right. You know, this is nice. This is good to see. GSL, a good drive down the field and punch it in for 6 right away. And, hey, now the pressure's on New London.
Strike kicks it off a low-line drive. They're going to have a muddle huddle, and who's going to come out of the pile with it, going far side with it is Ness looking, and he gets wrapped up, brought down, and a flag, couple of them. Oh, boy, they came flying in there as he gets brought down at the 10-yard line. So they do a little 3-man muddle huddle after White catches the kickoff, and they all take off in different directions. And it was Ness who ended up with it.
I'm not going to lie, I haven't seen that play in a long time. So it's that was interesting and kind of
block in the back. They get it at their own. They're going to start their own 5 now as New London Spicer.
And when you said that they threw in a couple of flags, I mean, everybody must have saw it. That was right next to that play.
Yeah, that was the two on that side of the field that were looking threw their flags immediately into the same spot.
It's like a laundry truck got hit.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 5 for New London Spicer. Had a good first drive before it stalled out on a turnover on downs. 2:36 left to go in the first quarter. 7-0 GSL leading over New London Spicer. Wildcats send a wide out to each side with a wishbone, a flat T backfield. Haugen will be under center. Ball on the left hash. Haugen takes a snap, turn, handoff, right side up the middle, looking for room, pushing forward across the 5 to the 6, then shove back. Once he got to about the 7, I think that was Soini with the carry.
Yeah, GSL's defensive line right up front there, and of course with the linebackers do a good job of converging down immediately right away on Soini as he comes through and able to only get a yard on that one, maybe 2.
Call it 2 will be nice. 2nd and 8 upcoming. 2:10 left to go here, first quarter. They're staring back towards the sun if you're going from far side to near side here at Stevens Seminary Stadium. One wide out each side, I formation backfield. 5-step drop, looking to pass, has time, looks, pump fakes. Now he throws over the middle, incomplete, and receiver collided with the defender, but I don't think that was anything intentional there.
No.
Intended receiver, Blake Shook on that one. I think he just ran into, is that Ben Dunny that was back there?
I believe so, number 28, Ben Dunny. Yeah,
and he was just in a zone.
Yeah, it was. It was a zone coverage there by GSL, and they did a very good job because they had two guys that were kind of feathering in through there in between the zone, but does a good job. And then, yeah, like Ben Dunny and was it Shook that was out there, you said?
Yeah,
they just ended up colliding into each other. No harm, no foul.
Minute 57 left to go. Play action. Now they're going to hand it off left side with it, looking for some room. Cutting back is Whitey's. Breaks one arm tackle to 10 up to the 15. He'll get the first down with that broken tackle. He'll get up to the 15-yard line for a pickup of 8. And if it is the 15, that should be a first down for New London Spicer. And it is. They needed 8. He got 8. Nice hard-nosed carry there by Wyatt.
Actually,
yeah.
yeah
Was that? Yeah,
I think
bad.
it was actually Shook, wasn't
Shook,
it? Yeah,
my
okay. You say it looked like
7 and 1 look fairly
right.
similar from our distance.
I had to look at them. I'm like, boy, he gained a little weight there. I think he's a little bigger than weight.
It can happen. Now we're going to see a bunch formation. 3 wideouts to the right, single set back for New London Spicer. Toss play right side. Soini looking, found a cutback. Flag coming in. Oh, wow. Soini taking a pop at the end of that play as Dalton Kosek decided to introduce himself on that tackle. Pickup of 4 if it holds.
Yeah, very good hit there by Dalton Kosek, but of course a flag on the play, and I believe this one's going to be on New London again.
Yeah, they're backing up.
Yeah, and what I think that one actually was, that was actually White there blocking in the back and bringing down the defenders. So can't do that, like I said. You got to make sure you can allow him to try to make a play, or stay in front of him. There, he got behind him and pushed him down right away.
So flag on the play is going to back him up. It's going to make this about first and... No, it is a spot foul, so they're going to half the distance from the 13, so we'll get to the 6. Yeah, there it is, right there on the 6.
Yeah, it's like you're there.
Do what I can. Do what I can. So it'll be a 1st and 14 now for New London Spicer. With a minute 24 left to go. Opening quarter, 7-0 GSL, leading Carson Strike, 1-yard touchdown run for the Panthers. One wide out to the right. That's going to be John Perkins. Haugen under center, takes a snap, turn, handoff, left side, Ness trying to find room on the outside. None to be found. Good job defensively there by GSL to smother that play. Dylan Richter in on that tackle for the Panthers. No gain. Actually, a gain of 1 will be up to the 12.
Yeah, another great job there by the Panther defense coming in, making a big stop there again. And, of course, with New London already put themselves in a difficult spot with a penalty, they find themselves way back yet in their own territory.
2nd and 13 at their own 7. One wide out each side. White, wide right. That's the single setback. No make it I formation. 3-step drop, quick pass. Ball caught by the tight end and holding on to as Dobmeyer gets up to the 19 to the 20, gets knocked backwards, but they'll give him forward progress up to the 20-yard line. A pickup of 13. That'll be they'll be shy by 5 yards. My bad.
And Dobmeyer does a good job there, and you got to give some credit also to Haugen. Does a good job of spotting him as he cuts through the seam there wide open. But GSL does a very good job as well, converging on him immediately. One guy went low and wrapped him up, and the other guy ended up pushing him over. So good job by GSL's defense to stop him for a big third down play here.
Should be the last play of the quarter. Haugen under center. Man in motion is Shook. They do get it off before the end of the quarter. Shook end around left side with it. Gets wrapped up at the 20. Brought down at the 21. Great job defensively there by GSL. Jake Vosick in the first man in on that tackle. No gain. And that will do it for the first quarter of action here on 1310 AM KGLB. Panthers lead on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Panthers lead 7-0. We're back in 60 seconds.
Your local full-service bank is First Minnesota Bank in Glencoe. Loans of any kind, checking accounts, savings accounts, retirement plans, and much more. Plus expert advice on your financial situation. First Minnesota Bank Glencoe, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
With the service you get from State Farm, you might think their car insurance costs more. But with discounts up to 40%, you may find it even costs less. Call State Farm agent Larry Anderson in Glencoe at 320-864-5515 today. Next to your home, your car is your biggest investment. Don't settle for less. Go with the experts at Pro Auto in Glencoe and Hutchinson. They can handle all repairs to all makes and models from the simple to complex. See the pros at Pro Auto in Hutchinson and Glencoe.
The Glencoe City Center is the ideal venue for all your upcoming events. We are booking ahead for the coming year, so make sure to schedule your tour today at 864-6951 to book your big day. Visit us at glencoecitycenter.com or like us on Facebook for the latest on what's happening at the Glencoe City Center.
7-0 lead in favor of GSL over New London Spice. Will be 4th and 4 at their own 21-yard line, and we believe we'll be seeing a punter for the first time this whole game. And Blake Shook will be back to punt, back to receive for GSL. Tyler Erke. GSL's, I think, playing a little bit of a safety defense here on this punt return. Everyone's up within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. They'll snap it back to Shook. He'll have time. Whoa, nearly gets blocked. A high booming punt. Caught and knelt down immediately. Smart play by Tyler Erke. Had no one in blocking him from. But 1st and 10 at their own 42 for GSL with 11:53 left to go in the first half.
A good job by Tyler Erke there, noting that there's nobody really coming in to block for him. So just take it there. You got good field position right here as you're on the 42. And Cameron Chapp, close. Very close to blocking that punt there. Did a very good job getting behind the blockers there. And he was laid out. He completely stretched out and laid out for it and just missed it.
So a successful first drive. We'll see what the second one has in store for the Panthers. They lead 7-0. Be a wishbone backfield. A little bit of a pause here. Official standing over the ball. Now backs off as the whistle is blown. Ball ready for play. Flat T backfield, the wing on the right side for GSL. From take, handoff, Leppel, left side with it. There's the big man churning away across the 45, up to the 48-yard line. A pickup of 6 for Spencer Leppel.
Good job by Spencer Leppel there. You know, we've gotten to see him run a couple of times so far, but there he got his first initial big run, you could say, of the game there. Does a good job, gets the ball, hides the ball very well, tucks it in very securely, and puts the head down and runs through a bunch of guys.
So it'll be 2nd and 4 for GSL. Ball center of the field, I formation backfield. 2 wideouts to the right. Christensen wide right. Slot right is Strike. From under center. Takes a snap. Turn. Handoff. Right side. Mesh play there. Going right side with it. Leppel stretches the arm out, and they'll give him a generous spot up to the 48. If they do, that could be a first down. We'll see here.
I think they're going to go a little short on it. Now they're going to measure it, maybe.
Measure here. Line judge on the near side came in. It was close to the 48. About halfway, and I think it's going to be a half-yard shy. Yeah, head officials coming, the head refs coming over, and they are going to bring the chains over with 11:06 left to go here in the first half. 7-0 GSL leading over New London Spicer. Hey, don't forget, tomorrow, more sports action coming up for you here on 1310 AM KGLV. This guy starts smiling. I just talk about tomorrow, and this guy's smiling already. Well, he got a title to defend, for goodness sake.
Hey, that's right.
Triple header of football here on 1310 AM KGLB is the 3 of the 4 Crow River teams. 3 that are still left. Waconia, Plato, and Winstead all in action tomorrow up in Dassel. Well, most of them in Dassel. Yep. 2 of the 3 in Dassel.
Yep.
And down in Hutch for the other one. And Jeremy and Chris will be on the job there. Half-yard short, by the way, on the measurements.
Yeah, Winstead ends up playing at 11 o'clock in Dassel and playing against a very good Watkins team. So, you know, if you're looking for a good matchup, Tony Clay versus Geislinger, you're going to see a good game there. And then, of course, Plato, our game, that's going to be at 5 o'clock in Dassel as well. Scheduled first pitch 5 o'clock, and we are taking on the El Rosa Saints. Just for people that don't know where that is, that's a little bit north of Paynesville there a little bit, you could say, or Meyer Grove. If you go on 94, just take that south that way. I think it's County Road 4 off of there, if I'm correct on it, but yeah, small towns, very good, very rich history in baseball. So
I think of the high school, BBE.
Yes.
Belgrade Bruton, El Rosa.
That's right. So, and then, of course, you have Waconia at 7:30 taking on Maple Lake.
3.5 yard for GSL at the New London Spicer 49-yard line from under center, looking like a run blitz up the gut. They're going to hand it off. Second man through. Strike with it across the 45. Got the first down. Stopped at the 44. Nice carry. Had a big hole to run through on that left side. Picks up 5 and a first down for Strike.
Very good by Fromm there. Really selling on the fake. A little misdirection there just by turning around and handing off the opposite side on both sides, of course, and Strike does a very good job, too. As he got that ball, he hit it very well and does a very good job picking up some positive yardage there for GSL.
GSL going left to right across your radio dial, computer screen, cell phone, however you're listening, they're going left to right. Pro set backfield. Winger right side is Strike. Handoff. Farrar, end around, right side. Tries a cutback. Nothing happening. Wrapped up, brought down.
Ooh.
Boy, five
Ooh.
guys came in, crashing in, making a late hit there was Nash Thrush. 6'2", 210-pounder came in there. One of the last hits on Farrar's. He got bent up like a pretzel, no gain.
Yeah. It looked like Scott Chimbley. He kind of put his hand on his hips going, come on, guys. You know, he's already down. You don't need 3 more guys jumping in on the pile while he's on the ground already. So
Brings up 2nd and 10 as the sun is fading into that western horizon earlier and earlier every day. That means it's football season, right?
Tell you what, if it's not raining and it ain't smoldering hot out, it's a beautiful day.
Ball in the right hash, 2nd and 10, 1 wide out each side. Strike from the right side, going in motion right to left. Everyone pointing at him. Play action rolling to his left, looking to pass, pump fake. Now Fromm's going to tuck. He's going to run, looking. Now he cuts it back up the middle. He's going to end up picking up a yard or 2. Great coverage down the field by New London Spicer. Really hemmed Fromm in, and it's a pickup of 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, very good job by New London Spicer. There does a very good job of picking up those receiving options that are down the field for GSL. Very good coverage defense there, and you could tell Fromm did a good job of doing an evasive move there to get away from the first defender coming in, and then thought about tucking and running, but then New London converged on him again, tried to pull it back up. Like you said, still got an extra yard or 2 to keep things going for GSL in a positive way.
3rd and 8 for the Panthers. Pro set backfield, flanker right side is Strike on this 3rd down at the New London Spicer 43-yard line. Fromm, hard count handoff, left side, Leppel with it, trying to push forward from the 40, falls forward up to the 39-yard line, a pickup of 4 for Leppel on that play. And that might have been one of those where Leppel, when he watches that back on the tape, may see a little bit more of a lane or could have bounced it outside. He was running to the back of his own blocker for majority of that play.
Yeah, and that's one thing there, too. You know, I mean, following your blocker is great, but you got to find a seam that you can kind of go either way, left or right, or even just pass the guy, run around him. But, you know, right there, too, that's where the Spencer Leppel, new to this position right now, just starting role, keep your head up. You know, you got to keep that head up a little bit so you can see those different lanes out there.
4th and 5. GSL looks like they're going to go for it. Play clock down to 3. Snap, toss play right side with it. Farrar finds a cutback lane. Now goes to the outside. He's got the first down, but the ball knocked away. It is loose, and it is recovered by New London Spicer, I believe. He had it out like a loaf of bread. He got around one defender, lifting his right arm with the football up, and then it got poked out immediately. So they would have had the first down, but Farrar has it get poked free and turned over.
And here's a good job by this coaching staff right away, especially the head coach, Scott Chimpley, coming up to Farrar right away, showed him exactly what he did. And you know what? Farrar tried to get a little cutesy out there. He's trying, you know what I always look at as he's trying to do a little bit of the NFL move, you know? Guy comes in, he's going to try to dive around him a little bit to tackle him. He tried to raise it up over his head and around, gets popped right out. You got to keep that ball tucked in. Not quite strong enough to go over the top like that and get it and make sure you can hold on to it. So as a running back, you get that ball. They always teach you point in the hand and bring that other point into your side and in your elbow there to keep it tucked away and safe.
So the drive stops, but it's 1st and 10 at their own 34 for New London Spicer, going right to left with 8:07 left to go first half, 7-0 the lead. Now we got a quarterback in. Brandon Edelman in at quarterback for New London Spicer. Play action, rolling right, looking to pass. That ball thrown, ball caught down the field. Evan Haugen with that reception, and he's out to midfield with a first down, a pickup of 16 for Haugen on the reception. The quarterback now was a receiver that play.
Yeah, Haugen, and you know what? They're actually going to keep Haugen, I believe, right at the receiving position right now, and they're keeping Edelman in there, and some trickery here, or turn of events, you could say, for New London Spicer, but you got to give Edelman a little bit of a credit there. Does a great job of rolling out and finding Haugen wide open. Makes a beautiful pass.
Oh, we got some equipment malfunction with the down chains, so we have a little stoppage in the action. And it looks like Edelman will stay out there at quarterback for now. The 6'1" sophomore, 150 pounds. Of course, Haugen, 6'1", 205-pound senior. Not bad to have him fly out as a receiver. Big first down picked up for New London Spicer across into GSL territory at their 49. Once again, Adelman out at quarterback. I formation, backfield with Ness. Flanker right side. That's Haugen. They play action to him, looking deep over the middle towards Soini. He holds it on and catches it to 10. Touchdown, 49 yards. Great coverage on the play. Soini tipped it to himself for the touchdown, 49 yards.
Wow, that's a great play right there. I mean, what can you say about that? When you got Haugen, you got Edelman back there really making some different, literally, trickery for GSL to follow, kind of coming in, converging on each other, and one comes up with the ball and makes a beautiful pass down the field. And you got to give Tyler Erke some credit there. He did play some very good defense. He had the chance to swat it out, but Soini does a great job of literally bouncing it to himself and makes a great play and goes in for 6 for Newland and Spicer.
So just like that, we have ourselves a 1-point game. Extra point on is Blake Shuck to kick. Edelman will hold. Should mention there are 2 running backs, so they're flankers right and left. Kick is up. It is inside the right upright, and it is good on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. It now reads 7-all with 7:40 left to go in the first half. You're listening to Panther Football on KGLB.
Waste Management, the industry's leading environmental services provider, offering a full range of waste removal and recycling services throughout McLeod County and surrounding areas. From everyday collection to environmental protection, think green. Think Waste Management.
Glencoe Regional Health Services now offers urgent care 7 days a week, 8 a.m. till 7 p.m., even on Sunday. No appointment needed. Please use the hospital entrance at 1805 Hennepin Avenue North in Glencoe. Now offering urgent care, Glencoe Regional Health Services.
Low prices and great selection are what you'll find every day at Coborn Superstore. The freshest produce and meat, a complete line of frozen items, a full-service pharmacy, deli, and convenience store are all waiting for you at Coburn's. Open 24 hours a day to serve you. It's Coborn Superstore in Glencoe.
Well, 2-play drive that goes 66 yards for Newland and Spicer. 2 passes, Edelman to Soini, 49 yards for the touchdown. Extra point from Shuck up and good. 2 plays, 27 seconds off the clock, and just like that after the fumble, 7 points off turnovers for Newland and Spicer, and we're tied at 7.
You know, and that's something we've talked about in the past. Turnovers can be deadly to you on the season, and right there is a perfect example of a big, costly fumble. Gave him very good, field position, but at the same time, talk about a sophomore. You and I talking offline here, and Edelman coming in as a sophomore, making beautiful passes out there.
Shuck kicks it off into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 20 for GSL. So we'll start 1st and 10, and we'll see how they can bounce back after the turnover last drive. That was going well, and then the turnover happened, and now we'll see how GSL can respond, tied at 7.
And now Farrar, he's got to come out here, and he's got to have that mentality, and he had the coaching staff talk to him saying, hey, lift your head up, don't worry about that, go get him on the next one. Now, he's got to come out with that mentality, too. Run with that ferocity that he showed there before. Keep the ball tucked in, safe, and just run down this field, and let's go in and punch it in again.
Wishbone backfield, Farrar and Strike, the deep men. Lepel, the fullback. From under center, hard count, no one flinches. Hand off, right side with it. Farrar's got room to run across the 25 up to the 30 to the 35, where he's finally brought down. And the safety's the first guy to touch him. It's a good sign for your offensive line when you're creating holes like that. Pick up a 15 for Farrar.
Right there, good job by Farrar. You know what, and give some credit to this GSL coaching staff, too. They go, let's get it right back in his hands, get his confidence back up right away. And Hag comes out with a big run like that. And you saw that ball was tucked. Nobody was touching it.
It's tucked tight. 1st and 10 at their own 35. Ball on the right hash going left to right. 3 wide receiver set for GSL. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Single setback is Lepel, flanker left side, Farrar. From under center, takes a snap. Mesh play, left side with it. From keeps it himself across the 40. They're trying to rip it away. He holds on to it, falls forward up to the 42-yard line. A pickup of 7 on the play for From.
Yeah, and as a ball carrier now for GSL, you can tell that they're trying to rip away at that ball. So now they know. They say, hey, we've gotten it once. We can probably get it again. So as a ball carrier for GSL, got to remember that. Keep that ball tucked tight, and let's not let another costly turnover hurt us.
Sharks smelling blood in the water, and they're going to be going for it now. 2nd and 4-3. Check that for GSL at their own 42. Handoff right side. Up the middle with it. Farrar following his cavalcade of blockers up to the 50-yard line, and a pickup of 8 and a first down for GSL.
Another great run by Farrar. They're following his blockers, finding that hole and bursting through it right away. Again, running tight. What I mean by that, ball tight, head down, just keeping everything straight ahead. Does a very good job and picks up a big first down again.
Offensive line really creating some nice holes for these running backs to run through so far, Adam.
Very good. I mean, very, very good. I mean, it's been a little while since we've seen an offensive line open up this early in the season already for game one, and they're doing a great job here tonight.
Two wideouts to the left, ball in the right hash, I formation, backfield, from under center, snap, mesh play, right side, pulls it out of the gut of Leppel, keeps it himself, gets across the 45 to the 44 into New London Spicer territory, and pick up a 6 on that one from. The thing you got to be careful when you're pulling the ball out of the gut that late at him is, well, we talked about it, fumbles. We saw them happen last year a lot.
Yeah, there was a lot of issues with that, and Fromm didn't show it right away in the season, but then later on they started finding those issues. And just keep an eye out here. I see Luke Fromm just kind of shaking his throwing arm a little bit, like maybe some, hit the funny bone or something, and fingers went numb a bit, but he's still out there yet, and let's see what happens.
2nd and 4 with 5:40 and counting left to go. First half, turn, hand off, strike, left side with it, flag on the play, and he got wrapped up immediately and brought down. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play, but we'll see what the flag is first, as Luke Gilbertson was trying to hand the referee the flag.
We'll talk real quickly while we wait for this call, but, you look at that offensive line that we were talking about. You got Jacob Litz out there, Joey Cullen at the center position, Axel Schultz, Grayson Marsh, and Hunter Glazer. These are some big boys out there. Jacob Litzow, 6'6", 265. Joey Cullen, I think he's the smallest guy they got out there, and he's at 5'9", 290. Axel Schultz, 5'11", 240. Grayson Marsh, 6 foot, 245. And then Hunter Glazer, 6'3", 230 pounds. I mean, those are some big boys, and GSL, we've had some big guys that are on that offensive line, but if you look straight across, that's the biggest, that's the closest average we've ever really had around GSL in a long, long time.
Well, now that we finished complimenting the offensive line, holding on GSL on that play, so 2nd and 13.
Darn it!
One wide out to each side. Christensen right, strike left, I formation backfield. From under center, takes it, handoff. Farrar up the middle, left side, found a little bit of room, but not much, up to the 49-yard line before he gets stuffed and run backward on that one. Nice tackle by White. White in on that play for the Wildcats, a pickup of 2 for GSL.
I know it was a good blitz by New London, but I'm an old lineman at heart. I had to give him a little credit, and now look what's happening. Jeepers, now they're guy busting through. Come on, boys, we got to pick this up. Keep the blocking up out there. Let's show those lanes again that you were giving Farrar.
So it'll be 3rd and 11 at their own 49, and they get to the New London Spicer 40-yard line. They come out with a 4-wide set. Shotgun formation for GSL. 2 to the right, 2 to the left, actually a flanker left side. Snap, roll to the right, looking to pass, having time, now flushed, throws it deep, down the near sideline, caught, strike, at the 20, 15, wrapped up, brought down, at the 11-yard line. What a throw from Fromm to strike and a first down.
Good job by Luke Fromm, makes a fantastic rollout, and I tell you what, he had some guys coming in on making some pressure on him, and he kept his cool out there. Captain Cool kept it, threw it down the field, does a great job to find Strike. And Strike, of course, we know that he can get down that field quickly and bring in those passes. Nice job by GSL's offense.
40-yard passing catch for GSL. 1st and 10 at the Wildcat 11-yard line. Wishbone backfield, ball in the right hash. From under center, takes a snap, turns to his right, now hands it off left side with it. Strike, trying to cut back again. Gets across the 10, then gets stood up, trying to push forward for an extra yard. Gets to the 9, a pickup of 2 for Strike on the carry.
And just coming off that passing play again, too, GSL hasn't ran many of them tonight, so for the first time to really get to see GSL's offensive line, here it is, offensive line talks again, for them to just watch them in the pass protection. They did a very good job of sealing it off, allowing Fromm to get that backside containment and the time he needed.
2nd and 8. A wing T backfield, flankers on both sides of the line. Leppel, the single setback. They put Farrar in motion. They're going to toss it to Farrar right side. Everyone turn and block. He gets it across the 10 up to the 5, and he gets bent backwards there. A lot of free yoga for Michael Farrar being supplied in this game. A pickup of 4. It's a good thing he's only 5'6", 155.
Yeah, limber.
He will be if he isn't.
Closer to the ground.
3rd and 4 at the New London Spicer 5-yard line. GSL and New London tied at 7 apiece here with 3:13 and counting left to go in the first half. Full allotment of timeouts for both squads. I formation backfield this time with Leppel the fullback, Farrar the deep man, Strike the flanker right side, toss play right side, Farrar looking to get to the edge. He's wrapped up in the backfield, keeps on his feet, and then gets knocked down. Well, did a great job to stay on his feet, and then a late flag, and that's going to be against New London, I imagine. No loss, no gain, no loss on the play, but the flag could be the biggest difference in this one. Great job staying on his feet, put the hand down, didn't let the knee hit, even in the midst of a tackle attempt. And I think it's going to pay off for Michael Farrar and the Panthers.
Yeah, he did a very good job there. He thought he was going to get spun down, but he constantly put his hand down to catch himself and bring his feet around. Does a very good job of staying up. And here, of course, the penalty is going to be a personal foul. They never really made it. I don't think
they haven't made the official sign yet as the head ref.
But as a personal foul like that, of course, you'll probably get half the distance to the goal and most likely the first down.
Yep, personal foul. So it's first and goal from the 2.5-yard line for GSL. They're saying fourth down, because it's not an automatic first down in high school.
Okay.
So it gets you half the distance, and it was after the play, so the down counts. Is that correct? Yes, I believe.
So they're not giving, even Scott Chimpley's out here asking why it wouldn't be considered, a first down. But unless it's.
So hold on.
Okay, now we're going to get
now the officials. Timeout is going to be called here from New London Spicer, and things are going to be chatted about here.
New London has the timeout, of course. Yep,
New London with that timeout. And speaking of which.
Hey, here we go. This timeout is brought to you by Bergman's Interiors of Glencoe, Hutchinson, and Waconia. Bruce and Deb got you covered with floor coverings and window treatments. Call for your free in-home appointment today.
It's always good to hear that.
Yeah.
The season's come around.
You don't forget it. It's just so catchy. You come back after a year of doing this, and it's just boom. It's out.
It's just right back into it.
It's there.
So it is fourth down. The scoreboard has first down showing, but the officials have double-checked, and they have signaled fourth down and I think they're going to walk over and make sure that it is fourth down. Yes, fourth, and it'll be about 2 yards.
Curious.
For GSL with 2:49 left to go here in the first half, tied at 7.
Just curious about that. Maybe in the coach's corner that comes up at the end of the game, we maybe ask Scott Chimpley a little bit about that ruling. I'm just normally you think of the personal foul like that, 15-yard penalty or half the distance to goal here on this instance, but you think it would be the first down. Even Scott Chimpley was asking why is it not the first down. So,
well, it's been answered one way or another.
Oh yeah, we'll get to the bottom of it.
We will. That's what we got that for. Don't forget to stick around for the Coach's Corner, brought to you by the City of Glencoe, coming up post-game show.
There you go.
We're good at this.
Oh, yeah.
Occasionally. Fourth and about a yard and a half for GSL. They can get a first down if they get to the 1.
People probably tuned in right away, and they're like, where's the GSL game? These guys don't know what they're doing.
Tied at 7. Both sides clamoring their fans to get loud. Wishbone backfield here for GSL. From under center, turn, right side, handoff. Farrar's in! Touchdown! 3-yard touchdown run for Michael Farrar. His first of the season. The Panthers take the lead back at 13-7.
And that's a big push there by the O-line on the right-hand side there. They really put everything into that, got their heads down, pushing hard, makes a very big lane there for Michael Farrar as he bursts right past the defenders and across that goal line. And, of course, with that touchdown means another $20 from First Minnesota Bank to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total of $40.
Cullen on for the extra point. Shower will hold. Snap there, spot down. Good pressure from the right side, but Cullen's kick is up, and it's good with 2:46 left to go on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. GSL now leads 14-7. You're listening to Panther Football on KGLB.
Try the all-new Whopperito at Burger King in Glencoe. It's made with flame-grilled 100% beef and seasoned with a special blend of spices to deliver the ultimate burger burrito mashup. Stop at Burger King in Glencoe.
You're always a step ahead when you shop at Carly Shoes in downtown Hutchinson. They carry brands like Red Wing, SAS, Clark's, New Balance, and quality Dansko shoes. Locally owned and operated and serving the area since 1959, it's Carly Shoes on Main Street, downtown Hutchinson. No one works harder than Matthews Vashek Construction. Matthews Vashek Construction specializes in remodeling, custom homes, and light commercial work. Visit them on Facebook to find out more. Find experienced carpenters providing quality craftsmanship at Matthews Vashek Construction.
80-yard drive, 9 plays, ends with a 3-yard touchdown run by Farrar. Cullen with the extra point up and good, gives us 14-7 the lead. On a drive, it took 4:53 off the clock for GSL. They now lead by a score of 14-7. Strike to kick it off, left to right into the wind. This will be the first, well, whatever you want to call the wind tonight, if there is any. Strike with a good kick. That's a high end over end one. Caught at the 15-yard line, brought forward by Wyatt. Wyatt up the middle. He goes across the 20, 25, 30, 35, then knocked down there. Tripped up at the 30, speared down at the 35. That's where New London Spicer will start their next drive, 1st and 10. Their own 35-yard line. Nice blocking by New London Spicer on that one. He had a big hole to run through, was untouched the first 15 yards.
I was going to say, very good blocking by New London Spicer. Special teams there giving him that hole he needed, and you got to give a lot of props there to Spencer Leppo on that special teams for GSL. He came in, he made the shoestring tackle to trip him up and get him down.
Brandon Edelman staying in at quarterback. He had a great first drive of this game. He just came in. 2 plays right down the field for a touchdown, and Haugen out there as well now as a tight end. I formation backfield with Ness. Now they put another man, Shuck, in motion left to right. They toss to Shuck. Shuck looking to pass, throws it down the field. Ball is caught. Beautifully done down the field. Perkins with the reception and a first down across midfield. They go to the GSL 49-yard line. They pick up a 16.
And Tyler Erke there did a very good job actually on the defensive cover, but just couldn't stop in time when he made the quick stop to look back. And he tried to swat the ball away, but just couldn't do it. It's a good reception there by New London Spicer.
So the third man to complete a pass now for New London Spicer in this game.
Is there a quarterback?
Not sure. Toss play, left side with it. Ness, is he looking to pass? No, he gets wrapped up, brought down for a loss. Back at their own 48, a loss of 4 on that play for Jackson Ness.
Nice job there by Jordan Kazmarek. Does a very good job of getting in there right away and dragging him down, makes a big tackle for loss. Nice job.
Well, with the way he was running out there, I thought Ness might be trying to pass too. Might as well. Everyone seems to be doing it for New London Spicer. Why not?
Do you think the coaching staff's going over there? Is there anybody who hasn't played quarterback yet? Is there anybody?
Anyone want to throw one still? Anyone good?
There's got to be somebody.
One wide out each side. Slanted I formation. Now they send Ness in motion out to the right. Rolling right, Adelman. 4-man rush. Has time. Now pressure coming. Still rolling right. Looking pass. Caught over the middle with it across midfield to the 45, 43-yard line. With that one is Evan Haugen with the reception. Up to the 42. A pickup of 10 on the pass and catch.
Another big hit there, too, by Ben Dunny coming in hard. And, you know, he might be a fun guy to watch this year. He comes in with a full head of steam, and he's not afraid to make a pop out there. And that's what this coaching staff loves to see out of their big defensemen.
Haven't heard this year. It's what you like out of those wrestlers.
Yay! There we go. You got yours in, though.
Got mine in.
There.
You talk about the offensive line. I'll talk about the wrestlers making great defensive plays. Everyone follows it right in. 3rd and 4 for New London Spicer. 1 wide out each side. Ball on the right hash. Going to hand it off. Soini up the middle with a quick toss play up to the 40, and then he get knocked down. Good wrap up around the legs and then pop from the top side as well for GSL, and to bring up 4th and 2, so pickup of 2 for Soini on the carry. Clock rolling, minute 17 left to go first half. 14-7 the lead in favor of GSL. Panthers do have all 3 timeouts left, 2 left for New London Spicer. Single wide out to the left. I formation backfield with Ness, the deep man. Soini, the up man. Snap. Hand off up the middle. Soini with it. Just enough for the first down. He got to the line and then got stopped there. A pickup of 2, but they'll stop the clock to move the chains, or maybe they'll measure first. We'll see. It's close. Official from the far side came in. Yep. Enough for a first down. Pickup of 2 for Ness. Get the first down. Clock stops while they move the chains with a minute 1 left to go. 2 timeouts left for the Wildcats and New London Spicer, trailing 14-7 to GSL. GSL will get the ball first in the second half. 1 wide out to the right, 1 wide out to the left, as they're still trying to hurry up there. Shuck the single wide out to the left of the I formation backfield. Clock rolling. Adelman play action, looking to pass, dump over the middle. Haugen again caught at the 30, 25, tripped up, brought down. He got the first down. Took a hard tumble on that one up to the 24-yard line. A pickup of 14.
And, of course, you got 44 seconds up there on the Light and Power scoreboard. And GSL's got to find a way here to slow this momentum down of the New London Spicer Wildcats here, because right now they are driving hard, and they're going to do everything they can to try to get in there.
Clock stopped. Timeout called. New London Spicer. Yes, maybe. Yeah. Wildcats timeout with 37 seconds left to go on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. GSL leading 14-7.
This timeout was brought to you by Bruce and Deb of Bergman's Interiors of Glencoe, Hutchinson, and Waconia. The decorating store at your door. Great people, great products, great service. Of course, if you're looking to do anything to your home, updating, or got to repair some things, make sure you head down and talk to Bruce and Deb. They do a fantastic job of helping you out with all of your needs, whether it's floor coverings, like we said, or window treatments, anything like that, whether you're doing carpet, laminate, whichever, shades for your windows. They do a fantastic job, and I tell you what, you can tell them that Adam and Adam sent you. So
Aren't you going to give them a ring? You got yourself a little moat you put in
downstairs. Yeah, you
downstairs.
never know. I mean, there's some things that have happened here in the past.
It's been rain, apparently.
You just got to, it rains in Minnesota?
Well, occasionally.
My.
This year, yes.
Yeah, so
some of the years in the past, this would be the only green spot out here.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, if you got any issues, make sure you call Bruce and Deb. They'll be willing to help.
So it'll be a 1st and 10 at the GSL 24 with only one timeout now left for New London Spicer. Adelman's been out there, done a great job at quarterback in his 2 drives. They have marched down the field. I formation, backfield, no wide out set. One man standing on the right side of the line. They're going to hand it off to him, coming around left side with it. That's tripped up and brought down is Shook. You just were waiting. I was waiting with bated breath when he's going to pull it back and look to throw. He picks up 2, and they call another in their 3rd and final timeout, I thought, of this game.
Yep, and I do believe so because they got the coach out on the field with them.
36 seconds left to go, just a pickup of 2 on that carry.
This timeout is brought to you by Bruce and Deb of Bergman's Interiors of Glencoe, Hutchinson, and Waconia, celebrating over 37 years of service, quality, and value.
See, that changes every year.
Call for your free in-home appointment today.
Got to make sure to stay up on that number.
Yeah.
I saw you kind of.
I didn't change it this year.
You got there.
Darn it. I tell you.
We'll get you.
First game jitters.
First game. A lot of them here.
Yep. Someone had changed that already. 37.
36 seconds left to go on the first half. No timeouts left for New London Spicer. GSL does have all 3 needed. Once again, clock stops on the first down, or if you go out of bounds here in high school. It'll be 2nd and 9. I formation backfield, 1 wide out each side, 1 to the right, 1 to the left. They're going to play action, roll to the right. Adelman looking, has time. Pressure coming from the backside, ball thrown over the middle. Again, Haugen streaking across. Boy, they've been getting that flat route across the middle, the crossing route, pickup of 12 on that pass and catch.
So just by what I've been seeing here tonight so far, and for you listening at home, there's a chance that Haugen might become the new wideout and Adelman become that new quarterback for New London Spicer here because, like we said, Adelman being a sophomore, and he has had some very crisp, on-target pass here, and Haugen doing a fantastic job of getting open and finding the sideline here now again to stop the clock.
Shuck the single wide out to the right with 11 seconds left to go. Put a man in motion. Ness looking, quick pass, ball caught over the middle. Haugen touchdown. Adelman to Haugen. 11-yard touchdown strike, and they march down the field, and they could potentially tie it up with 26 seconds left to go.
And the coaching staff is not happy right now, and they got to find a way to slow this momentum down of this New London offense. And right now, pass defense is not where it needs to be, and they got to find some way somehow. And we know how this coaching staff works for GSL. They're going to go in, the masterminds are going to meet, they're going to put it together, they're going to cook it up, and they're going to put it on the blackboard for this defense to see. And hopefully they can make the adjustments that they need to slow them down in the second half.
Edelman, 6 of 6, 112 yards and 2 touchdowns in his 2 drives he's been in this game. Extra point for Shuck. Snap there, spot is down, kick is up, and it is a wobbler, and it is wide left. No good on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. GSL leads 14-13 with 26 seconds left. You're listening to Panther Football, KGLB.
Feel your best with a stop at Pure Life Chiropractic and Wellness Center in Glencoe. Hi, this is Dr. Nick Johnson. I offer full chiropractic services along with Dr. Arthur Niema. Visit PureLifeGlencoe.com to find out more. That's Pure Life Chiropractic and Wellness Center on 10th Street in Glencoe.
Feel good and look your best with a membership at Snap Fitness in Glencoe. Their personal trainers will work with you to train you on all their fitness machines to get the most out of your workout. Many plans are available with one sure to fit what you need. Snap Fitness in Glencoe open 24 hours for your convenience. Larson Auto and Light Truck Repair of Glencoe provides complete service from radiator to tailpipe, tune-ups, air conditioning, engine and transmission repair, and more. Plus, they offer towing. Larson Auto and Light Truck Repair. Call 320-864-3503.
65-yard drive for New London Spicer. 8 plays, ends with a touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown pass from Edelman to Haugen. And the extra point, no good. Gives us a 14-13 lead for GSL. That drive took 2:20 off the clock. Shook to kick it off. He of the missed extra points. He'll kick it off right to left with 26 seconds left to go. This time he'll take a little bit off of it. And they'll check up at the 20-yard line, where it's picked up by Farrar on the far sideline. Steps around one man at the 25, pushing forward at the 30, up to the 35, and then run out of bounds there at the 35-yard line with 19 seconds left to go. Full allotment of timeouts for GSL if they want to maybe try something here. 1st and 10 at their own 35. Game ball being relayed in, taking a little bit. Guys were having a chat, and the coach is reminding them this is not coffee talk. So 1st and 10 at their own 36 for GSL. 19 seconds. Do you see the Panthers trying to do anything here, Adam, or just going to call it good and they'll get the ball first to start the second half?
I don't know. I mean, with 19 seconds left.
And no timeouts for New London as well, right. So even if the first play doesn't work, they can just step back and be okay.
I mean, the way they're lining up here, looks like we might see something here.
Fromm will go under center. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left, single setback. Leppel blitz being shown by New London Spicer. Handoff up the middle. Leppel with it. Breaks the first tackle across the 40. Dives forward up to the 44-yard line. A quick timeout by Coach Scott Shimperly and a pickup of 8. Make it 7 on the play for Leppel. And will bring up a 2nd and 3.
This timeout is brought to you by Bruce and Deb of Bergman's Interiors of Glencoe, Hutchinson, and Waconia. With name brand floor covering and window treatments direct from the mill to you. Call for your free in-home appointment today.
Thinking they were starting to sweat it out a little bit. They weren't going to hear the Bergman commercial too much in this first half, and all of a sudden
it blew up.
Getting their money's worth here.
That's right.
Lights are on bright. Thanks for joining us. First game of the season, tied at 14 between GSL and New London Spicer. Great game between these two squads. Great rivalry, and boy, we're getting ourselves a great one so far in this first half. GSL's 3 drives so far: touchdown, fumble, touchdown. New London Spicer turnover on downs, punt, and then 2 touchdowns since Adelman has taken over at quarterback.
Yeah, and like we said, it's for New London, that's huge. You got Haugen in there who's a senior, and you figure he's going to be your QB, and all of a sudden Adelman comes in, and nobody can stop him right now.
Wishbone, a flat pro set backfield, handoff, Leppel with it, wrapped up immediately, and I think that's going to have GSL not worry about it.
And I got somebody player down.
Slow to get up, but able to get up under his own power is number 76. That is Grayson Marsh, and that will do it for the first half. GSL and New London Spicer in a dogfight once again. On the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard, GSL leads 14-13 here at the half. Coming up, we'll have your halftime stats brought to you by North Central International. We'll have those halftime stats brought to you by North Central International after this timeout on KGLB.
Lakes Gas is your #1 source for propane in the area. Whether it's propane to heat your home, for your stove or grill, your water heater, and more, check first with Lakes Gas. Call or stop by Lakes Gas Company, located right off Highway 7 in Silver Lake, your #1 local source for propane.
If you've always wanted to own the very best of something, visit your local John Deere dealer, Midwest Machinery Company of Glencoe, Stewart, and Howard Lake. John Deere quality lives in everything they build. Don't put off that dream of owning the best. Capture it during deer season at your local John Deere dealer, Midwest Machinery Company of Glencoe, Stewart, and Howard Lake.
Save money through energy efficiency and energy conservation rebates. Visit the Glencoe Light and Power Commission website at glencoelightandpower.com to get started. Proud to serve you and to support our local schools and students. It's the Glencoe Light and Power Commission, a leader in renewable energy and energy conservation.
Dale Cookton here for Gutter Helmet, the #1 gutter protection system in the world. Couple your gutter helmet with the Genco Fascia gutter system and Basement Technologies waterproofing for complete protection. Go with the best. Gutter Helmet, Genco, and Basement Technologies. When it comes to trucks, your home for complete service, sales, and parts is North Central International, serving you throughout southwestern Minnesota. If you're looking to buy new or used, contact Tim Leppel in Glencoe. Tim will help find the exact model truck you need. They carry Class 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 trucks, including International ProStar, HX Series, and Lone Stars. When you need parts for your truck, see North Central International. They can get parts for any make or model of truck, including OEM parts. See Myron, Dan, and Ron in Glencoe, who can help you find just the part you need, whether it's on hand in the store, or they can special order parts as well. And when you need service work done on any make or model of truck, see North Central. Mike and Matt in Glencoe are certified CAT, Cummins, and Navistar technicians, inviting you in for a fall service appointment to get your truck ready for the long winter ahead. Serving you in 7 convenient locations, including Glencoe, stop by North Central International.
And welcome back, everyone. It's time for your halftime report brought to you by North Central International. It is a 14-13 lead in favor of GSL over New London Spicer. A long conversation. A couple of the New London Spicer coaches stopping the head official at about the 15-yard line as they were trying to walk off at the half. Had a long conversation with the head official, but it's 14-13 as we are here at the half. GSL leading over New London Spicer. Let's give you a rundown of how this one started off. New London Spicer had the ball first, was actually moving the ball fairly well, but their drive stalled out at the GSL 34-yard line where they turn it over on downs. GSL will get it first and 10 at their own 34. Methodically march, a couple big runs on that drive for Carson Strike. Got him into good field position, and a personal foul got him to the 11. Before they finally punch it in with a 1-yard touchdown run by Carson Strike. The extra point from Cullen up and good. Made it 7-0 in favor of GSL with 2:42 left to go in the first quarter. That drive going 66 yards, taking 3:16 off the clock and putting GSL up by a score of 7-0. Next drive for New London Spicer, they get one first down, but then end up punting the ball back to GSL, and that's where they would take it over to start the second quarter of action at their own 42. Well, 7 plays later, they would be trying to go for it on fourth down, and Michael Farrar would fumble the ball. It would be one of the turning points of this game. Gave New London the ball at their own 34-yard line. 2 plays later, after Brandon Edelman comes in, Hummon throws one deep down the field. A beautiful one dropped into Soini. Touchdown reception, extra point from Shook up and good. Made it 7-all with 7:40 left to go in the first half. That drive taking 2 plays, 66 yards and 27 seconds off the clock. But GSL bounced back with a great drive of their own, going 80 yards on 9 plays with a 3-yard touchdown run on a 4th down and 4th and 2. From the 3-yard line, they would go for it. Farrar with a 3-yard touchdown run, his first of the season. Extra point from Cullen up and good, made it 14-7 in favor of GSL with 2:47 left to go. That drive going 80 yards, taking 4:53 off the clock. The extra point up and good, made it 14-7 in favor of GSL. But then New London Spicer again goes down the field 65 yards on 8 plays, as it's an 11-yard touchdown pass from Edelman to Haugen. Those two connected a lot on that touchdown drive, and that made it 14-13. The extra point from Shook, no good. Wide left gives us our 14-13 score that we have here at the half in favor of GSL. Panthers will get the ball first to start the second half as well. Lights are on bright. Thanks for joining us wherever you may be on this Friday night here from Stevens Seminary Stadium in Glencoe. That's your halftime report brought to you by North Central International. We'll take a timeout. We'll take a 3-minute break. We'll come back. We'll get you some more of the stats here in the first half and have more insight as we continue on with the halftime show. GSL leads 14-13 over New London Spicer. We're back after this 3-minute timeout.
Factory Direct Furniture in Hutchinson offers the area's best selection of furniture and mattresses. You'll find brands you know, and they guarantee the best prices in Minnesota. Stop by Factory Direct Furniture, Highway 70 Hutchinson, call 587-SAVE, or find them online at fdfonline.com.
When you do maintenance on your home, it's a long-term decision. Give Procrete Concrete and Masonry a call. They specialize in block work, poured walls, decorative work, stonework, driveways, patios, and much more. Call 952-994-5272 to find out more. Procrete Concrete and Masonry.
My Own Body Shop in Glencoe offers complete auto body repair, as well as free estimates, insurance work, glass replacement, quality work, restoration, custom painting, and pinstriping. Call Corey Popelka at My Own Body Shop today to schedule your appointment, 320-864-4964.
Mumford Sanitation has been providing professional garbage and refuse removal and hauling services for their surrounding area since 1925. They offer roll-off containers for construction and cleanup, and they provide residential, commercial, industrial, rural, and residential service. Visit MumfordSanitation.com.
Furnace on the fritz? Count on your local Bryan dealer to do whatever it takes to bring the heat when things get chilly.
Gog Sheet Metal in Hutchinson, 320-587-5886.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Bum's Family Restaurant in Glencoe offers daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. And don't forget about their famous beef commercial, rated the best beef commercial in the state by WCCO TV. Bum's Family Restaurant in Glencoe, where made from scratch is their recipe.
Whether it's your first home or your next, call the experts at Priority One Metro West Realty of Glencoe. Brian O'Donnell and crew have been helping customers buy and sell their homes and properties for years. When it comes to real estate, go with the experts at Priority One Metro West Realty in Glencoe.
Dairy Queen in Glencoe invites you in for a great meal or tasty treat every day of the week. Try their delicious Blizzard of the Month, a full line of Fraser foods, meal combos, and more. And don't forget a delicious DQ cake just right for any special occasion. It's all at Dairy Queen in Glencoe.
Get name brand flooring and window treatments direct from the mill to you with Bergman Interiors. They're the decorating store at your door. They've got you covered. Bergman Interiors in Glencoe, Hutchinson, and Waconia.
For full-service banking, make it Security Bank and Trust Company. See them for checking and savings accounts, home loans, ag loans, home equity loans, and more. Security Bank and Trust Company in Glencoe, Brownton, New Auburn, Winstead, or Plato, plus 7 other locations, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
For reliable comfort year-round, go with the Heritage family of heat pumps from American Standard and Mueller Sales and Service in Glencoe. Heritage heat pumps warm your home in the winter and cool it in the summer. For complete sales, installation, and service, visit Mueller Sales and Service in Glencoe.
If it can be built, make one call to Steve Shower & Sons Construction between Glencoe and Silver Lake. They specialize in cement work, pole barns, reclads, new construction, houses, and remodeling. They have many satisfied customers throughout the area. Call Steve Shower & Sons Construction today.
14-13 the scores. We are here at the half, Stevens Seminary Stadium in Glencoe. Beautiful night for football. Thanks for joining us wherever you may be on this Labor Day weekend. I know a lot of you already out at the lake one last time, potentially. Of course, this is that weekend, final official weekend of summer. Don't forget, if you're not going to be there, listen online tomorrow night as well. Listen on 1310 AM KGLB. A lot of baseball action for you from the state amateur baseball tournaments. Winstead, Plato, and Waconia all in action. We'll have that for you here on 1310 AM KGLB. Let's take a look at the scoreboard from last night and some of the scores we have so far. Let's start off first in the East Central. Of course, the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Start off first from last night in the East Central South. Hutchinson with a big win over Becker last night, 37-34, as Litchfield destroying Malacca, 55-13. Holy Family defeated St. Cloud Cathedral by a score of 9-7, and the only blemish on the East Central South last night goes to Delano. They lose to Zimmerman by a score of 41-6 last night. What's on tap for tonight in the East Central around the area? Well, Rockford and Watertown Mayor playing a big game not only in the East Central but also in Section 2 AAA as well. It's a 7-0 lead for Rockford. They are at the half in that one. No update. Piers is at Annandale and DC at Foley tonight. The other games in the East Central South Division. Of course, this is the 1 week where the North plays the South. And the rest of the season, it'll all be East Central South. 8 teams, so you play 7 games over the next 7 weeks. Section 2 AAA, I mentioned that Watertown Mayor and Rockford, both of those teams in the section, so a big game there for both of those squads. This one, of course, is what it is. Marshall leading over Jordan in Section 2 AAA. Of course, Jordan in the section as well. Marshall leading at the half, 28-0. Over Jordan. Last update I saw, actually that was after the first quarter, is what that update is from. So that one from the end of the first quarter. Also going on tonight, Providence Academy at Breck. Of course, Providence Academy part of the section. 2 games from last night. Holy Family part of the section. I gave you that final score already over St. Cloud Cathedral. And Belle Plaine, the defending section champs, they defeated Norway Young America quite handily last night by a final score of 43-7. So we'll see how things go for the rest of the season in Section 2 AAA. But let's look at the scoreboard, the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard as we are here getting ready for the second half of action. GSL leading by 1 over New London Spicer. We'll take another 3-minute timeout. We'll come back. We'll be back in 3 minutes with the start of the second half here on 1310 AM KGLB. We're back in 3 minutes.
For over 90 years, Harpo Brothers Chevrolet and Buick in Glencoe has worked hard to provide the area with high-quality vehicles at affordable prices. View their entire new and pre-owned inventory online at harpobrothers.com. Your dealer by choice for generations, it's Harpo Brothers Chevrolet and Buick in Glencoe.
Strateski Trucking features general freight hauling with daily delivery to and from the Twin Cities and the surrounding areas. Call Kyle Rosiniak at 320-212-9265. Family owned and operated since 1946, it's Strateski Trucking in Silver Lake.
For outrageously great food, make sure you stop at Unhinged Pizza in Glencoe. Stop by for their always good pizzas, crazy good chicken, salad bar, and more. Join them for their pizza and pop buffet after every Panther home game. It's warm and delicious. Treat your family to Unhinged Pizza in Glencoe.
With the service you get from State Farm, you might think their car insurance costs more. But with discounts up to 40%, you may find it even costs less. Call State Farm agent Larry Anderson in Glencoe at 320-864-5515 today.
Your local full-service bank is First Minnesota Bank in Glencoe. Loans of any kind, checking accounts, savings accounts, retirement plans, and much more. Plus expert advice on your financial situation. First Minnesota Bank Glencoe, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Glencoe City Center is the ideal venue for all your upcoming events. We are booking ahead for the coming year, so make sure to schedule your tour today at 864-6951 to book your big day. Visit us at glencoecitycenter.com or like us on Facebook for the latest on what's happening at the Glencoe City Center.
Glencoe Regional Health Services now offers urgent care 7 days a week, 8 a.m. till 7 p.m., even on Sunday. No appointment needed. Please use the hospital entrance at 1805 Hennepin Avenue North in Glencoe. Now offering urgent care, Glencoe Regional Health Services.
Next to your home, your car is your biggest investment. Don't settle for less. Go with the experts at Pro Auto in Glencoe and Hutchinson. They can handle all repairs to all makes and models from the simple to complex. See the pros at Pro Auto in Hutchinson and Glencoe.
Try their all-new Whopperito at Burger King in Glencoe. It's made with flame-grilled 100% beef and seasoned with a special blend of spices to deliver the ultimate burger burrito mashup. Stop at Burger King in Glencoe.
Waste Management, the industry's leading environmental services provider, offering a full range of waste removal and recycling services throughout McLeod County and surrounding areas. From everyday collection to environmental protection, think green. Think Waste Management.
No one works harder than Matthews Vashek Construction. Matthews Vashek Construction specializes in remodeling, custom homes, and light commercial work. Visit them on Facebook to find out more. Find experienced carpenters providing quality craftsmanship at Matthews Vashek Construction. Low prices and great selection are what you'll find every day at Coborn Superstore. The freshest produce and meat, a complete line of frozen items, a full-service pharmacy, deli, and convenience store are all waiting for you at Coburn's. Open 24 hours a day to serve you. It's Coborn Superstore in Glencoe.
Welcome back, everyone. Stevens Seminary Stadium in Glencoe as we get ready for the second half of action. GSL leading by a score of 14-13. They'll get the ball first in the second half, as the offense for Newland and Spicer found new life after Brandon Edelman took over at quarterback and led them on down the field for 2 touchdown drives. Adam Dahman joins us once again. You were talking, boy, it's you know the defensive changes. What do you anticipate to see defensively adjusted when they get out there for GSL?
You know, I mean, you could tell GSL did a lot of, front side, zone defense with the 2-man, with the cornerbacks trying to be man-to-man out there, and they got to find a way right now. The biggest guy that they need to worry about is Haugen. I mean, he's the guy that's hurting you down the field. And with Edelman right now coming in, doing a very good job of making these crisp passes to everybody, he's the number one target, you can tell right now, for Newland and Spicer, and they have to find a way to slow him down. So whether that's going to be that you have an under guy, when your linebackers coming in, helping on the underpasses there with the little 5-and-outs that he's been doing, or the seam routes that he's coming right up the middle right away, you got to find a way to, to slow him down. So even if he's on the line too, you got to put a hand on him. You got to, jam him a little bit at the line of scrimmage to throw him off some way, somehow. That's what the adjustment has to be. And, then you also got to look at what they did with Nelson or Ness before, and he was red hot coming out of the backfield, so, and it's they got to find a way to slow those two guys down. But, of course, right now the number one priority, taking Haugen out of this game, out of the picture offensively, make him not a target for Edelman anymore.
Of course, Edelman and Haugen got to, know each other very well in that first half. 6 for 6 is Edelman in the first half. 5 of those passes to Haugen for a touchdown and 63 yards. The only one that wasn't was a touchdown pass, 49 yards to Josh Soiney. 6 of 6, 2 touchdowns, 112 yards for Edelman in his 2 drives in this game. Haugen passing 1 for 3 in the first half. Leading rusher Jackson Ness, 10 carries for just 25 yards. Josh Soini next up on the list, 4 carries for 13 yards. And then Blake Shook with 3 carries for 12 yards in the first half for New London Spicer. For GSL, Luke Fromm, a perfect 1-for-1 passing, 40 yards. That one pass completion to Carson Strike. As far as rushers, some good numbers so far. Michael Farrar, 10 carries, 55 yards. Carson Strike, 5 carries for 40 yards. Luke Fromm, the quarterback, 4 carries for 17 yards. Spencer Leppel with 6 carries for 18 yards in the first half, so about a little over 100 yards total offense. Rushing-wise, 40 yards passing so far in the first half for GSL. We'll see what the second half has in store. They'll get the ball first to start this second half. Lights are on bright. Thanks for joining us on this beautiful Friday night here in Glencoe Stevens Seminary Stadium. The A-Squad, Adam Bartles. Adam Diamond with you here. What a beautiful night. Don't forget, more sports action for you tomorrow and hopefully all weekend long here on 1310 AM KGLB, as it looks like the hurricane on the East Coast is going to keep the weather nice through Sunday and potentially Monday, at least long enough to get those games in for I can't remember what teams are in from our. I can't think of. What cap is that you're wearing there? Is that a Blue Jay on that?
I think so.
Play-Doh? One of those Play-Doh Blue Jays you speak of. The defending state champions, I hear.
Well,
I hear they're a pretty good squad.
We're doing everything we can to
they're just happy that Brown's out of the tournament, so they don't have to worry about them anymore.
No, we're just happy to be in it, and I tell you what, we're doing everything we can to try to defend that title the best way we possibly can. So, I gotta get my punch in here right away. But we've had such a great following all season and throughout the regions and even through the state tournament so far. So we appreciate everybody that's been coming out and supporting us and following us. And hey, we hear you and we see you. We get to see the sea of blue in the stands always, and we love it. And the guys really thrive off it as well. I mean, like I said, I don't do much. I just wave my arm on third base if they're coming around, and I try to get them pumped up a little bit here and there. Those guys are the real players out there. They do a fantastic job. So if you're looking to watch some great baseball this weekend, though, come on out to the state tournament in Dassel and Hutch. And like we said, tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. is Winstead versus Watkins in Dassel. Plato versus El Rosa is at 5 o'clock in Dassel, and then you got Waconia versus Maple Lake in Hutchinson at 7:30. So a lot of great games out there. Come on down to the ballpark.
Shook to kick it off right to left across your radio dial as we start the second half. The kick is up and away to the far sideline where it's caught by Farrar at the 10-yard line at the numbers. Takes it along the 15 to the 20. Stutter steps brought down there at the 21-yard line, and that's where GSL will start. First and 10 at their own 21. So it's been touchdown, fumble, touchdown, and then halftime. The drive so far for GSL, so no punts yet to this point for the Panther offense.
Now we got to find out, GSL, one of the keys to my game too was come out with that momentum and get that first score on the board to put some pressure on the New London Spicer. But now that's got to carry over here into this second half, especially with this close of a score, 14-13 here. GSL's got to find that aggression again and move this ball down the field and get on the board right away here.
I formation backfield for GSL. Farrar dot in the I strike, the flanker right side. They're going to hand it off left side with it. Farrar gets it across the 20 to the 25. He's tucking in. He gets it across the 30, and boy, landed on by the big man, number 66. Getting the tackle, Trey Johnson, 6'3", 245 pounds, tracking him down the field, but it was a first down for Farrar.
Little guy. Just a little guy.
Little guy.
And
I bet that felt nice. Yeah. I bet that felt nice for Farrar being on the bottom end of that.
But nice job by Farrar there again, finding that seam and that hole, and the offensive line's been doing a good job here on these running plays so far this game, opening up a nice hole for them running backs, and they're able to hit it with a lot of aggression.
One wide out each side, Christensen to the left, wide right to the right is Strikes, I formation backfield, handoff up the middle, Farrar with it, holding it high and tight, and the ball, or was that the helmet? That was a helmet. Came off of the flowing locks of number 4 for New London Spicer, Nash Thrush.
That's a mouthful.
Well, that's a name, my friends. That is a name. Thrush. Pickup of 6 for Farrar on the carry.
There's some movie out there where they go, "What's your name?" Nash.
Thrush. It's got to be that way, too. You can't just say it normal.
Right.
So it'll be 2nd and 4 for the Panthers at their own 38-yard line. A little bit of dew starting to set in on the field as well out there, so that could be a factor trying to make cuts on any type of passing plays or defending passing plays. Another handoff up the middle, right side. Farrar wrapped up in the backfield. Loss of a couple on that one. Back to the 36, a loss of 2 on that carry for Farrar.
Yeah, big stop and big tackle there for New London Spicer. bring Farrar down right away. And now a big third down here again, faces GSL in the face, and they got to find a way here to get some good momentum and get across for that first down, or at least try to make it, 4th and 1 here, because this GSL coaching staff, they're not afraid to go for it on 4th down either, but they got some work here ahead of them.
3rd and 6, 10:20 and counting left to go here in the third quarter. GSL leading 14-13 on the Glencoe Power and Light scoreboard. Wishbone backfield for the Panthers. Leppel with Farrar and Strike behind him. Leplo's the fullback showing run blitz. They're going to hand it off up the middle right side with it. Farrar trying to push forward, gets bent backwards again at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 4.
It looks like 4th and 1 here.
You asked for it. Here you go.
Yep, here it is right here, but we may have gotten some guys tied up.
And a couple guys trying to unhinge.
Yeah, I think there's a cleat caught in somebody's
helmet
or jersey
shoulder,
or something.
jersey somewhere.
Something's not
good. A couple
good.
Guys are. Doesn't appear to be an injury. There we go. Got whatever needed to be unhooked.
Yep.
Everyone's good to go.
Oh, we do have an injury
a player
on the
down.
field. Yep. We're looking at the sidelines here too. I mean, with all this great Minnesota rain days we've had so far, and you can tell the mosquitoes are up because you got a lot of the players dancing around down here trying to swat them off. So, yeah, the mosquitoes are out there. So if you're in the stands tuning in with us, make sure you, if you're not sitting in some sort of the breeze, you get some bug spray on you.
I definitely smell the scent of off in the air.
Yeah, that's DEET.
That's very strong DEET. That's good DEET. Some good DEET.
That's DEET is what it is.
Player down on the field for in this game with 9:51 left to go. Player down. We'll take a break as well. We're back in. Never mind. He's starting to sit up.
Yeah.
Is that Farrar? Who's trying to get up? Yeah. We'll take a 30-second time. I'll be right back. 9:51 left to go on the Glencoe Power and Light score. We're back in 30 seconds.
You're always a step ahead when you shop at Carly's Shoes in downtown Hutchinson. They carry brands like Red Wing, SAS, Clark's, New Balance, and quality Dansko shoes. Locally owned and operated and serving the area since 1959, it's Carly's Shoes on Main Street, downtown Hutchinson.
Feel your best with a stop at Pure Life Chiropractic and Wellness Center in Glencoe. Hi, this is Dr. Nick Johnson. I offer full chiropractic services along with Dr. Arthur Nima. Visit PureLifeGlencoe.com to find out more. That's Pure Life Chiropractic and Wellness Center on 10th Street in Glencoe.
Farrar, the man that was down for GSL, able to limp off the field under his own power. It'll be 4th and 1.5 yards for GSL. The offense is out there with 9:51 left to go here in the third quarter. First drive of the second half. Farrar with a heavy limp as he goes to the bench.
And I don't think it's anything with like the knee or anything like that. I think it's more of ankle. Maybe a high ankle sprain or something like that.
Ethan Rasper comes in his spot. On a strike, they're going to go for it. Handoff, strike, left side, got the first down, dives for it up across the 40 to the 45-yard line. A pickup of 5 for Strike on that carry.
Good job by the GSL offensive line, making a nice hole, pushing across there real hard to get that first down. And, of course, you got Strike there just coming up right behind him, pushes himself across, and GSL with a new set of downs.
Right leg being looked at of Farrar on the sideline. Taking off his shoe, taking off his sock. I think your ankle diagnosis looks to be pretty spot on there, sir.
Of course, Marielle does a fantastic job keeping these guys healthy if she can.
I formation backfield, single wide out to the right is Strike. Rasper, the deep man. Leppel, the fullback. They're going to do the mesh play right side with it. And holding on to it this time is Fromm. Probably should have let that one go with Leppel as he gets swung around and brought down for a pickup of 1 for Fromm on that play. Clock continues to roll. GSL leading 14-13. First drive of the second half. Adam Bartles, Adam Down with you here on 1310 AM KGLB. Beautiful night. Temperatures mid 60s now. Mosquito level quite strong.
You watch across from us on the visitors' grandstand. They're swatting away over there too. So they're out here tonight.
Not sure if they're doing cheers. I don't think it's cheers anymore. Even the cheerleaders are throwing their pom-poms around. Handoff up the middle. Rasper with it. A little jump cut. Gets it across the 45 to the 47. Disappeared in the pile of bodies. We'll say the 47 pick up a 1 on the carry for Ethan Rasper for GSL. He just disappeared into that pile. First carry of the game for Ethan Rasper in on the spot. The 5'9", 160-pound junior in the spot of Michael Farrar. Got hurt earlier in this series. 8:05 and counting left to go on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. 14-13 GSL leading. 3rd and 8. Christensen, single wide out to the right, strike to the left, tight end left side of the line. They put strike in motion, left to right, ball center of the field, play action, looking to pass, pressure comes, throws over the middle, ball caught by Strike. Tried to do a stutter step, and you saw the ground give out with that, doing a good tackle as well, but he gets the first down up to the 42-yard line. Pick up and a first down on that one for GSL of 13.
Yeah, good job by Fromm there, of course. GSL Offensive Moving Company is what they used to call it, the offensive line. Does a good job giving him enough time to really make a good pass there and Strike. Did have to turn completely around to get it, but does a good job. And, of course, like you said, the wet grass just lost his footing, but picks up another first down.
So it's 1st and 10 at the New London Spicer 42-yard line for GSL. Single setback is Leppel. Hand off, mesh right side with it. Fromm ends up within there, ripping at it, and the whistle had blown, and then just as the whistle was blowing, ball shot free from Fromm, but the whistle had been blown. Pick up a 4 for Fromm on that carry right side.
Yeah, big hit there, too. I don't know who it was, but someone on the New London Spicer team came in with authority there, and Fromm did everything he could to kind of just tuck himself in and kind of take the blow. And
Fromm might be asking just for a straight dive to Leppel pretty soon.
Yeah, can we just give it to another guy?
If we're going to do this play, can I just hand it off to him? Do I have to ride it out? Wishbone backfield, Leppel, the fullback. They're going to hand it off, left side Strike with it, following his blockers across the 35 up to the 30 point. Great job again, blocking there by GSL. Pickup of 8 for Strike.
Yeah, good job by Carson Strike right now. With Farrar being out, does a good job of picking up the slack a little bit. You know, they do have Ethan Rasper in there right now at running back, like we said, and right now Rasper's doing a great job of doing the misdirection and the runoff routes right now. So keep it up and keep moving this ball down the field.
1st and 10 at the Wildcat 29-yard line. Wishbone backfield for GSL, leading by 1, 6:27 and counting left to go in the third quarter. This first drive of the second half. Handoff, second man through, left side with it, Strike. Center step at the 25, up to the 20-yard line where he gets stood up and then knocked down at the 19-yard line. He's going to be close to another first down on that carry. Blow the whistle, and this is going to be measured.
I think so.
Going to be close. Looks like they're spotting it just to the right of the 20-yard line, and I think that's short. Yeah. It almost needed to be at the 19. I'm going to say pick up a 9. Yep. No measurement. Pick up a 9 for Strike. 9 and change.
And right now, GSL doing a good job keeping this momentum going, working down the field, continuing to pound the ball up the middle here. You know, we haven't seen much around the ends yet, which is good. Keep working up the middle. If something's working, keep going with it. You know what? All of a sudden, you're going to bounce one outside, and you're going to have some good results.
2nd and 1, Wishbone backfield again. Handoff, Strike, left side with it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Cross up to the 15, spun down at the 14-yard line for GSL. A nice pickup of 5. For Strike. First and 10. Under 6 minutes left to go. Mosquito control should probably put a report out for them.
Probably should.
1st and 10. At the Wildcat, New London Spicer, 13-yard line, ball on the left hash. Play action, bootleg, rolling right side defender there, and Fromm tripped up. I think that was the right play, but a great job defensively there, staying in his position. Blake Peterson making the tackle on that play for New London Spicer. He was the only guy on that side of the field, and he needed to be because it's a loss for GSL on that play of 1.
Yeah, it's a good job by Peterson there, staying home, not allowing Fromm to roll out like that. But like we said, you know, you work up the middle. Let's find something that can work outside. But he just made a great play. And just for an update here, you know, Farrar, they got him taped up. He's out there making some cuts, running in front of the trainer, Mariel, to see if he can get back in this game.
2nd and 11, ball center of the field, showing run blitz. They're going to hand it off. Second man through, that Strike with it. Left side, runs into a defender, and now he's wrapped up and held up there at the line. Was trying to work his way around, but the defender reached around the offensive guard and grabbed onto his jersey and would not let go. No gain for Strike.
Yeah, now GSL here kind of losing that luster here. You got to find a way to pick up momentum again and keep moving that ball down the field here. Someone's, you know, they're missing one thing here to make the play open up and to happen. So they got to find that here and keep pushing the ball down.
3rd and 11, call it 12 for GSL. I formation backfield. Leppel the fullback. Rasper the deep man. Strike a flanker right side on the line. They're going to play action. Roll to his right. Has time. Looks. Throws deep. Near corner. No! Almost intercepted. The intended receiver was Christensen, but he was double-teamed, and Wyatt White's going to kick himself for a while on that one. They were close. That should have been intercepted. He and Vandeputte on the coverage.
Yeah, White there, he's got to be kicking himself a little bit. He dropped one that was right in his hands, but, of course, got to kind of understand there, too. I understand you only have one option that's out there, and it's pretty much going to be Christensen because nobody else went out for a passing route, but that's something, too, that GSL's got to work on finding another way to either run it or get rid of it.
Fourth down, shotgun, 3 wide, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, rolling right, looking, throwing towards the end zone, corner, overthrown. He had Strike in the near corner, back edge. He had him wide open, busted coverage, but not able to drop that one in the bucket, and GSL will turn it over on downs. Missed opportunity there for the Panthers as Strike had found his way to freedom.
I got bloodsuckers all over me over here.
You can keep them over there.
Yeah.
4:10 left to go here in the third quarter. So it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 15 for New London Spicer. Now we'll see what type of defensive adjustments GSL has made to the quarterback, Brandon Edelman, who has done a great job. 2 touchdown drives in his 2 drives of this game. Single setback, flanker on each side. They're going to hand it off, coming around right side. Ness fumbles it. He picks it back up in the backfield, cuts back at his own 5. Actually, to the 10, and then cuts it forward up to the 14 for a loss of 1 only on that play for Jackson Ness, who just, I don't know if he ever really got that handoff truly to begin with, as he just dropped it. Boy, trouble on that one. And New London Spicer skirts danger on that one.
And Calvin Leisman for GSL comes across after Ness picks it back up, tries running it. He slips on the grass, and, of course, Ben Dunny comes in and actually wraps him up and makes a tackle.
Ness goes in motion out towards the left. Edelman looking to pass, pump fake. Now he's rolling out to his right. Pressure coming. Now Edelman's going to tuck and run. Sell can't get him. He's along the far sideline. He gets pumped out of bounds at the 21-yard line. A pickup of 7 on that run.
Yes, looks like 7. Good job by Peyton Sell on the pursuit there. Does a good job. Tries to run him down. Tries to make a diving tackle there. Just a shoestring tackle, but couldn't quite get it underneath his feet to trip him up. But good job in the pursuit there of trying to run him out of bounds.
Forced the high step, which I think helped the second defender come in and pop him out. So it's 3rd and 4 for New London Spicer. No one's set up as a wideout. Couple flankers. They put a man shuck in motion right to left. Now they're going to go left side with it. Soini trying to break a tackle in the backfield. Gets across the 20. Now trying to push forward for a first down. He gets stuffed, and I think just shy of what would have been a first down. He got to the 23-yard line, and I believe it'll be 4th and 1 upcoming.
Nope.
Yes, it will.
Looks like they're going to bring in the punt team, too. They got a bunch of guys switching in and out here. So we'll see another punt here by New London Spicer.
So this will be the first 3 and out of this game. They only had 1 pass play called on that drive for New London Spicer. 2:53 and counting left to go in the third quarter, 14-13. GSL holding on against New London Spicer. Shook the punt, stands at his own 10, gets the snap, not much pressure. Now he booms it away to the far side, and he'll call for a fair catch, and bobbled and held on to. Good news, held on to by Tyler Erke. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line for GSL. So the defense goes out and does their job. With 2:38 left to go on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard, GSL leading 14-13. Well, that's just what the doctor ordered, isn't it, Adam? You get 3 and out defensively after a nice long drive. Didn't end in points, but a nice long drive, and then the defense goes out there and shuts them down.
Yeah, you couldn't say it any better. It is exactly what the doctor ordered, especially when you had good momentum at you behind you right away, and then you got to find a way to shut them down and get the ball back in your offensive hands.
1st and 10 at their own 37 on the far hash. Handoff with it left side, looking for room, following his blockers. Carson Strike across the 40 to the 45 before he's finally brought down at the 46-yard line for pickup of 9 for Carson Strike.
And we do have a little bit of laundry out there, and it may be a block in the back or maybe even holding. So we'll see here.
Mention those mosquitoes. One of them decided to try and dive bomb into my throat. Delicious.
And that's going to be on GSL.
Will be a hold against the Panthers. Yeah. So they're going to take away a 9-yard gain, and it's going to be a spot foul.
Looks to be that way.
And they'll back them up. It'll be a 1st and 19, give or take, for the Panthers
19-20,
And that's holding calls are
detrimental.
Very tough to overcome.
Yes.
No matter how well your running game's been working. Farrar dancing along the sidelines. He's trying to convince Coach he's able to come back in. Right next to Marielle as well. Whatever he needs to say, he's trying to say it. Fromm is in.
Yeah.
Getting the play call, and he'll run it in. Farrar still on the sideline right now. Got hurt earlier this half. Got his ankle tweaked a little bit. With as much as he's been bent around tonight, I'm surprised. It's the first time he's got dinged a little bit in this. 2:28 left to go, third quarter. Wishbone backfield, and it's 1st and 19 for GSL now at their own 28-yard line. Blitz shown, handoff, ball knocked free, and then dove on by Rasper because that run blitz came right up the gut at the right time, and Rasper, great job just falling on it for a loss of 2.
Yeah, good job by Rasper there, noticing the ball on the ground and dropping down to get it right away because there was a New London defender right there to grab on it too. But good job by Rasper coming in now. Good job by Rasper being out there and noticing that. But now Farrar is going to come into the game.
So he's 2nd and 21 for GSL. Don't know how many plays they got in the playbook for this, but they go shotgun, 3 wide, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Running back off to the right is Leppel. Fromm rolls to his right, pressure coming, tries to spin away, ball knocked free, loose on the ground. New London trying to dive on it, still loose. But it looked like the Wildcats were going to fall on it, and they are celebrating, and they have. Number 66, Trey Johnson, who made the big hit, also ends up with the ball and a big turnover and a chance for the Wildcats here.
And just out there, it looked as if the Panthers are going from left to right on your radio dial, and the back side of the offensive line just kind of fell apart, or somebody didn't do a job there. And of course, 2 giant guys from New London Spicer coming around, and they had a lot of pressure on Fromm. Fromm did everything he possibly could to twist out of it, but just couldn't get around. And then of course the ball slipping out of his hands with it being a little dewy out here tonight. In a wet grass, it was tough to hold on to, and a big turn of events here for GSL.
1st and 10 at the GSL 12-yard line, going right to left is New London Spicer. Play action, looking to pass, looking to go to the end zone. Adelman with it, caught, touchdown, Shook. And just like that, for the first time tonight, New London Spicer takes the lead.
Yeah, and there it is, too. Adelman does just a fantastic job again of dropping back, and the New London Spicer offensive line giving him ample time to sit there, pick apart the defense a bit, and find somebody to thread it to. And of course, Shook right there makes a great catch, and they're in for 6.
So just like that, GSL finds themselves behind, and they're going to go for 2 here. And Soini is going to stand right next to Haugen in a shotgun. Soini has it go through his hands, and he'll just have to dive on it. Ball still was loose. Hey, no, he touched it when it was on the ground. Shook picks it up, and he runs it in for the 2-point conversion.
Wow, that's
Is it because Soini never had control of the ball? It was still free to pick up, I believe, is going to be the ruling on that, and Sell gets dinged on that play. So with a minute 38 left to go on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard, Panthers now trail 21-14 to New London Spicer. Back after this.
Feel good and look your best with a membership at Snap Fitness in Glencoe. Their personal trainers will work with you to train you on all their fitness machines to get the most out of your workout. Many plans are available with one sure to fit what you need. Snap Fitness in Glencoe, open 24 hours for your convenience. Larson Auto and Light Truck Repair of Glencoe provides complete service from radiator to tailpipe, tune-ups, air conditioning, engine and transmission repair, and more. Plus, they offer towing. Larson Auto and Light Truck Repair. Call 320-864-3503.
Lakes Gas is your #1 source for propane in the area. Whether it's propane to heat your home, for your stove or grill, your water heater, and more, check first with Lakes Gas. Call or stop by Lakes Gas Company, located right off Highway 7 in Silver Lake, your #1 local source for propane.
Well, the second turnover of GSL has resulted in the second touchdown of the game for New London Spicer. The 2-point conversion run from Shuck that turned into a run for him went through the shotgun fingers of Soini. Picked up by Shuck as Soini was getting bounced on the ground by Sell. Then Shuck picked it up and ran it to the right side. Definitely a busted play for New London Spicer. High short kick, bobbled by Farrar. Picks it up at the 22, gets up to the 25, brought down at the 28-yard line, and that's where GSL will start. 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line with a minute 33 left to go in the third quarter. GSL trailing 21-14 to New London Spicer.
Yeah, that one, Farrar just came up to try to catch the ball, and really honestly never really hit his hands, so it's not like he had a hand problem on that one, but I think it kind of just deflected off that shoulder pad a little bit and just kind of bounced right over top of his fingertips, but was able to pick it up and try to get something out of it.
So one wide out to each side, I formation backfield. Farrar back in, dot in the I, going to hand it off to him up the middle with it. Spins, wrapped up, and brought down. Across the 30 to the 32-yard line, a pickup of 4 for Farrar. 15 carries, 77 yards, unofficially on the evening for him. Bring up a 2nd and 6 for GSL, trailing for the first time this season. 21-14. The Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Lights, speaking of which, on and beautiful here at Stevens Seminary Stadium.
Just watching here down here, you got Dave Dozie and the coaching staff really trying to show what needs to be corrected here on the defensive side of the ball.
And off up the middle, trying to stutter step through, and that one being blown up defensively. Farrar, no gain. That'll bring up a 3rd down for GSL.
And right here, GSL looking like, somebody stole the wind right out of their sails, and they got to find some way here to grab them onto that momentum again and keep working for it. And you got to find a way here to try to push this ball down the field like you did right when you started the half,
Went down the field, then turned it over on downs. Strike was open in the corner, but the pass overthrown by Fromm. 3rd and 6 with 20 seconds left to go, 3rd quarter. Going to snap handoff, left side, Strike with it, trying to spin away from a tackle at the 35. Gets stood up there at the 36. The spot thrown backwards. Will not get enough for a first down. To bring up a 4th and 2.5, 3 for the Panthers. Won't find out their decision until the 4th quarter. GSL trails on the Glencoe Power and Light scoreboard, 21-14. We're back in 60 seconds with the 4th quarter here on 1310 AM KGLB.
If you've always wanted to own the very best of something, visit your local John Deere dealer, Midwest Machinery Company of Glencoe, Stewart, and Howard Lake. John Deere quality lives in everything they build. Don't put off that dream of owning the best. Capture it during deer season at your local John Deere dealer, Midwest Machinery Company of Glencoe, Stewart, and Howard Lake.
Bum's Family Restaurant in Glencoe offers daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. And don't forget about their famous beef commercial, rated the best beef commercial in the state by WCCO TV. Bum's Family Restaurant in Glencoe, where made from scratch is their recipe.
Save money through energy efficiency and energy conservation rebates. Visit the Glencoe Light and Power Commission website at glencoelightandpower.com to get started. Proud to serve you and to support our local schools and students, it's the Glencoe Light and Power Commission, a leader in renewable energy and energy conservation.
Factory Direct Furniture in Hutchinson offers the area's best selection of furniture and mattresses. You'll find brands you know, and they guarantee the best prices in Minnesota. Stop by Factory Direct Furniture, Highway 70 Hutchinson. Call 587-SAVE or find them online at fdfonline.com.
4th and 2 for GSL as we get ready for the start of the 4th quarter. It looks like they're going to go for it here. They've been aggressive all game long at their own 36-yard line, trailing by 7. Wishbone backfield, they go for it. Handoff, right side. Farrar cuts through, got the first down across the 40, wrapped up, brought down by the ankles to the 43-yard line. They get it to pick up a 7 on that play.
Big play there by GSL coaching staff. Scott Shimpley elects to go for it. I mean, right before the end of the quarter, we heard Coach Paul Lemke go punt, so we thought the punt team was going to go out, but big turn of events there. GSL find the momentum they need, and of course, just Farrar putting his head down again, running hard, and picks up a big first down.
1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line, trailing 21-14 to Newland and Spicer, and we're going to have a stoppage in action here. The helmet's got a little loose there. Yep.
Yeah, I think just something loose on his chin strap there. That's what he's working on, the back button there.
Trey Johnson rocking the Ezekiel Elliott look right now. Trying to show off the abs. Not on purpose.
I don't think it's on purpose, to tell you the truth, but yeah, he's doing it.
It's been a great game so far. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget next week, more action for you here on 1310 AM KGLB, the big one against Hutchinson. And then don't forget, after the game live from Unhinged Pizza here in Glencoe with Ryan Phelps. You can hear that on 106.9 KARP. Handoff up the middle with it. Farrar got to the line, couldn't spin off the first man, and gets brought down at the 45-yard line, a pickup of 1. Just wasn't able to just have enough sight to spin away from that defender, Adam.
You know, and one of the things I've been seeing a lot, I mean, Carson Strike and Farrar, both them guys have been doing a good job of they get through the initial hole and they get past that front line, but they run into their own blocker in front of them, and then they try to spin out. And right when they spin, where you think, hey, nice move, you're going to get somewhere now, they run right into one of their other blockers. So got to find something there. Got to find a way to get them guys out of the way a bit so they can cut loose down the field. 2nd and 9
for GSL at their own 45, going right to left. Play action, looking to pass, has time, steps, throws deep. Christensen overthrown at the 35-yard line. It's where Christensen was with the outstretched arm. The ball fell at the 20.
Yeah, I mean, good throw by Luke Fromm. You got to give him that. A very nice spiral down the field. It just gave it a little too much oomph when he threw it, and just outside of the reach of Christensen there. But you look at it too, how he. They hike the ball and he comes off and he's already turned the opposite way that he needs to throw, so it's tough for him to try to
reset.
Yeah, to reset like that because they had a lot of pressure coming up the middle.
High formation backfield. Christensen single wide out to the right. Strike to the left. They put strike in motion left to right across the line with the I formation. They're going to play action. Has time. Pressure comes. Flips it out right side. Overthrown. Intended man was Leppel, and had he been able to put that one on the money, could have been interesting to see of what Leppel could have done on the free range, but not able to happen. White with the pressure, and that'll force the punt this time with a 4th and 9 from their own 45-yard line. I'll bring out the punt team for GSL for the first time this season.
Good play call there by GSL, and a good job because nobody's probably expecting Spencer Leppel to be out in the flats like that, just down the field a bit. And honestly, great pass, great attempt, but you know what? The one guy got through, put some pressure on Fromm there, and he just overthrew it again. Got to find a way to slow down those DNs coming out from New London's line.
Chap to punt at his own 35-yard line. With the going this way, he's put some boomers out in practice, and he does so here. Caught back at the 15-yard line. Trying to break an arm tackle, gets across to the 20, looking to cut back to the near side. Hunter Schoberg, not much to be found there. Gets to the 15, and that's a great coverage, great punt by Chap. Great coverage by GSL. We 1st and 10 at their own 15 for New London Spicer.
Yeah, great job by the punt team for GSL, getting down there right away, making sure that their lanes are filled. They're going to do everything they can to try to contain him and not allow him to bounce outside. Let's work him up the middle, make sure that he's going to go that way because we know we got more guys coming behind us there. And I do believe that was Tyler Erke ended up getting down there and making a great tackle.
So 1st and 10 at their own 15, going left to right for New London Spicer, leading 21-14. Wing T backfield, they put a man in motion, right to left. That's Shook going to hand it off right side, looking for room. Nothing to be found on that one with Adelman in at quarterback. And I believe that was Ness. Nope, Soini with those gold gloves. Soini with the carry, no gain. Clock rolling. 10:15 and counting left to go on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. No fog is set in like Dassel had a couple nights ago, back on that Saturday night. I was there. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
I think we could barely see the other side of the field if we had the same thing happen tonight. Fake a pitch, handoff, left side with it, Ness. Following his blockers, cut back at the 15 to the 20, and then he's brought down to the 21-yard line. Nice run there. Had to weave and bob his way through, pick up a 6 on that carry for Jackson. Ness brings up a 3rd and 4 now
and
for New London Spicer.
I was going to say 77, Dylan Richter for GSL. Does a good job of busting through the line and getting in there to try to disturb something, and just couldn't slow down as he got a little side shove from one of the New London Spicer guys and couldn't quite catch it and make the tackle.
Timeout called by New London Spicer with 9:27 left to go in regulation. They lead 21-14.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman's Interiors of Glencoe, Hutchinson, and Waconia. Bruce and Deb got you covered with floor coverings and window treatments. Call for your free in-home appointment today.
Interesting timeout to call here with a 3rd and 5 with 9:27 left to go in regulation. And the clock was running. Interesting to see a timeout called by New London there, Adam.
Yeah, I'm very curious, too, on that. I mean, you wouldn't think that. You'd think you'd, try to, I don't know, very different. I don't even know what to really say, as you can tell. I'm speechless.
He can't speak. He is without the words. Yeah. Brandon Adelman, great job off the bench just at quarterback here tonight. He's 7 of 7, 123 yards and 3 touchdowns so far for the sophomore coming off the bench. Haugen had started the game at quarterback, then went to wideout, and well, he's been one of the main receivers so far in this game. He has a touchdown. Shook and Soini with the touchdowns, receptions off of Adelman so far in this game for New London Spicer. They've beaten GSL through the air so far. Got to imagine this is going to be a pass play here on 3rd and 5, right, Adam?
Well, you'd think, but we've seen different. We've seen some good run plays here so far, too. So, going to be interesting.
Shook the single wide out to the right, one to the left as well. I formation backfield. Ness is the deep man. They're going to play action. Blitz coming. Pressure coming out and swung down. Wow. Blitz coming right off the edge, and he had no chance. Sack by Jordan Kaczmarek on that one for GSL.
Great job of Kaczmarek there coming across, and boy, did he come across with aggression. He was not going to allow Edelman to get away from him there, and does a great job of bringing him down. And, of course, with that sack, means another $20 from Pro Auto and Transmission to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total of $20.
So Shook to punt. He'll be punting from his own end zone here with 8:50 left to go. Gets the snap. Not much pressure. Has time. End over end kick. It's going to be a high short one. It's going to check up at the 41 and be immediately touched by New London Spicer. Not risk anything. Haugen there on the coverage. GSL for the first time will be starting in New London Spicer territory at the New London Spicer 41-yard line. And 8:42 left to go on that Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard, trailing by 7.
And that's a great job there. Good job by GSL's defense doing everything they can to make something happen out there. Let's get our offense back on this field. Get the ball in their hands and see what they can do to push it down because, hey, now it's do or die. We got to score here to keep ourselves into this game. And great job by Jordan Kaczmarek coming across and making something happen.
1st and 10, ball on the right hash. They're going to go pro set backfield with Leppel and Farrar. Flanker right side is Strike. Fromm takes a snap, hand off, left side, dive play, Leppel, nothing. Left side of center, up to the 41, and that's it. No gain, no loss on the carry for Leppel.
Got to find that push up front now. This is where it's going to start, and like I said, I gave the O-line a lot of praise earlier in the broadcast, but they got to find a way here to muster up some strength from down under and do whatever they can to open up them holes again for them running backs, and let's push our way into that end zone.
2nd and 9. Wishbone backfield for GSL. From under center, takes a snap, turn, hand off, second man through, left side with it, stutter step strike, spins out of one tackle, now wrapped up, trying to drive those legs forward, not going to get much more, across the 40, up to the 37-yard line, a pick up a 4 for Strike. Well, if it's plays run, GSL definitely leading in that. Maybe all that's going to finally pay off with a big shot here from the Panthers.
Definitely could, and of course that leads up because, that wishbone offense, that's a tough offense to stop sometimes, and, you're predominantly going to run a lot out of there, so they do a good job of it, and that's usually why they're leading in the plays, in the play category.
3rd and 6, handoff, right side, Farrar with it, wrapped up, brought down, good job coming off the edge by White, making the tackle, bringing it down to 35, and then a flag comes whipping in at the end of that play. Pickup of 2 for Farrar. And I think the flag's going to be for something after the play was done.
Yep, I think so
and
too. Whether it's unsportsmanlike or what it is, I'm guessing that's what it is.
It is unsportsmanlike. On New London Spicer, and that's going to give GSL a first down. So they're looking at a 4th and 4. And instead, with the penalty, is going to have a first down here with 7:20 left to go in regulation, trailing by 7 to New London Spicer.
And I'm curious of who it's actually on because...
Well, your boy Nash Thrush is coming off the field.
I do see that, yeah, and he is. They're telling him to go off, and
he's putting his hands. I don't know what I said. I don't know what I did. Oh, head coach Dan Essler.
Not very happy.
Nope, not one bit.
He pretty much told him, go sit on the bench. We'll talk later.
Take a breath. Sit on the bench. I'll let you know when you can come back. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line with 7:20 and counting left to go. One wide out each side. Single step back is Leppel. Play action. Quick pass over the middle. Near side. Christensen caught the 5. Touchdown, Panthers! 20 yards from to Christensen. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this back up.
Good job by Fromm. He does a heck of a sell with the fake right away. And Christensen finds a seam right down the middle and able to connect right away with Fromm. Nice job by the GSL Panthers putting 6 on the board. And, of course, with that touchdown means another $20 from First Minnesota Bank to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total so far in this game of $60.
So Cullen on for what is a very crucial extra point here with 7:10 left to go in regulation. Trailing by 1. Shower to hold. Snap a little low. They get it on the tee. Pressure coming right side. He gets it up, and it is good. Cullen 3 for 3 tonight. They were tied at 21. The Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. 7:10 left to go in regulation. You're listening to Panther Football on KGLB.
My Own Body Shop in Glencoe offers complete auto body repair, as well as free estimates, insurance work, glass replacement, quality work, restoration, custom painting, and pinstriping. Call Corey Popelka at My Own Body Shop today to schedule your appointment, 320-864-4964.
Mumford Sanitation has been providing professional garbage and refuse removal and hauling services for their surrounding area since 1925. They offer roll-off containers for construction and cleanup, and they provide residential, commercial, industrial, rural, and residential service. Visit MumfordSanitation.com.
Dale Cookton here for Gutter Helmet, the #1 gutter protection system in the world. Couple your gutter helmet with the Genco Fascia gutter system and Basement Technologies waterproofing for complete protection. Go with the best. Gutter helmet, Genco, and Basement Technologies.
Well, big drive, 41 yards. They took advantage, great field position, and they get the touchdown. 20-yard touchdown pass from Fromm to Christensen. Cullen's extra point up and good. We're tied at 21. The Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard, GSL and New London Spicer. Who'd have thought, Adam, there'd be a close game between these two teams in the fourth quarter? Strike to kick it off. He gets a good leg into this one. Caught back at the 7-yard line. Going to take coming up the middle. Schoberg looking for room. Gets across the 20 to the 23. Wrapped up, brought down there by Ethan Rasberg. Good job on the coverage. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line for New London Spicer.
Yeah, good job by Ethan Rasberg coming in hard right away, able to wrap him up and bring him down immediately as he got into the cluster of things there. So good job by Rasberg bringing him down. And, hey, we saw a great outing last time by the GSL defense. Let's see if they can carry that over here now. Let's get that ball back into this offensive's hands since they got some momentum going.
And a great blitz call on that third down as well.
Yes.
1st and 10 at their own 23. Going left to right is New London Spicer. I formation backfield. Flanker right side. Shook goes in motion right to left. They'll hand it off left side with it. Ness looking to follow his blockers. Has a wall up on the left side. Gets across the 25 to the 30. Dives forward and down at the 32-yard line. A pickup of 9 for Jackson Ness. Followed his blockers. Had a lot of guys out there on the left side and followed him to 9 yards.
Yeah, did a good job following his blockers there. GSL still doing a great job flowing towards the area of the play there. He does a good job bringing Ness down. But Ness, of course, seen it earlier in this game in the first half, does a good job of putting the head down as well, keep the feet chopping, but he follows his blockers, and that's why he gets some good yards.
13 carries, 39 yards is what I have him unofficially on the evening. Single wide out, Shook wide to the right, one wide out to the left. Now they put Ness in motion. Toss right side, Soini trying to follow his blockers there, looking for a cutback lane. Gets it across the 35 to the 40 where he gets knocked down to the 41 by GSL. Kosek in on that tackle for the Panthers. Gets it to the 41, has another pickup of 9 on a 1st down. They're just trying to stretch out the defense here, it looks like, Adam.
Yeah, definitely trying to stretch them out here to also, and this isn't just with the kids, this is the coaching staff from New London Spicer. Can we get these guys stretched out enough to possibly run some stuff up the middle or some passing plays to open up some lanes?
One wide out to the left is Bennett's. Shook, a flanker right side. Haugen, tight end right side as well. Shook goes in motion right to left. Ball in the right hash. Play action, looking to pass, has time. Step throw over the middle towards Haugen. Diving, did he hold on to it? Flag on the play. Haugen with the reception. And landed right on the ball as well. It's a little slow to get up. Flag, though, and no one's running forward for New London Spicer.
Yeah, not sure. The flag came from the official that's on the New London side of the field. And
Bennett's down.
Yeah, I don't know if he just tapped his stomach or his chest there. Maybe he got the wind knocked out of him or something.
That's what you hope in this spot. Cool evening. Referee saying my time. The player down right now, and 6:01 left to go, tied at 21. Pass interference defense. Play will stand. A pickup of 14 for Haugen on the reception.
And of course, just pass interference from away from the ball there, but definitely just you got to try to keep those hands somewhat tamed. You can't sit here and grab onto them or push them down. And it looks as if the way he fell on the grass there, that just got pushed from behind maybe a little bit and fell down on it awkwardly onto his chest. And he's up and running. He's off the field now, so glad to see he's okay.
Bennett's able to get off the field under his own power. Says the pass interference won't be. This is where the high school to college to pro is different.
Yes. So it looks like it's from the line of scrimmage.
They're going to accept it from there and pick up one more yard. Yep, get 1 more yard out of that penalty.
Yep.
So they'll wipe off the completion with that. Brandon Edelman, who's 7 for 7, 123 yards and 2 touchdowns. Would have been 8 for 8 there had that one stood, but still not bad nonetheless. Single wide out to the right is John Perkins. Wide left is Shook. Soini, check that. Ness goes in motion to the left. Quick pass, left side ball held on to. Nice job by Shook there. Clutching that one on the back edge to the 35, a pickup of 7.
Yeah, good job by Shook, of course. He does a good job of keeping the ball in front of him, makes a good catch as it was a little high, but, the way Ness took out of the backfield there, you thought maybe they were going to try to run Shook off of that and throw it down to Ness, but, of course, GSL does a good job bringing him down right away.
2nd and 2. I-formation backfield, 1 wide out each side, ball in the left hash. Under center, Edelman rolling right on the play action, has time, throwing, ball caught. Haugen, another first down up to the 19-yard line. Pick up a 16 on that passing catch.
Now, here it is. I understand that, Haugen's coming across the field, but GSL has to find a way to get somebody on him at all times. If you're going to go into that zone defense, you got one guy that's going to key on him only. You got to try to find a way to stop him and slow him down because as of right now, yeah, there's other guys that are catching this ball for New London, but Haugen is their number 1 key target and pretty much every passing play.
Tied at 21, 5:05 left to go in regulation. New London Spicer, GSL. Handoff up the middle, left side. Ness with it. Stutter steps, hops forward up to the 15, falls forward up to the 13-yard line. Up pick up a 6 on that carry for Ness, left side of the line.
Crunch time here for GSL defense now as they find themselves, in their own zone here, backs against the wall. 2nd down and 5 here coming up. You got to find a way to slow this offense down in New London Spicer because they know that they can attack hard and quick. So either way, they got to find a way to stop them.
4:30 and counting left to go. Tied at 21. Single wide out. Shook to the right. I-formation backfield. Ness the deep man. Shook goes in motion right to left. They're going to toss it to him. He's going to look and to run on the left side. He gets wrapped up in nothing on that one. In fact, a loss of 2 on the play. Trying to go left side with it to Shook.
Good job by Ben Dunny there coming across and really sniffing out that play and able to bring him down for a loss. Great job by the defense making something happen there. Now you got a little bit more work ahead of you because it's only 3rd down.
Saw Alex Eide checking into the game for GSL. Maybe a little bit of a NASCAR package.
Hey.
Remember that from Von Berg a couple years ago?
You bet.
3:50 and counting left to go. Big 3rd and 5 here for New London Spicer at the GSL 14-yard line. I-formation backfield, single wide out to the right. Timeout called by New London Spicer with 3:40 left to go. Tied at 21 on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard.
This timeout is brought to you by Bruce and Deb of Bergman's Interiors of Glencoe, Hutchinson, and Waconia. The decorating store at your door. Great people, great products, great service.
3:40 left to go. Boy, it's always a good one between these two teams, and not disappointing here tonight, Adam.
It never fails. Like we said, it's been a lot of close games over these last couple of years and these last couple of meetings with these two teams. Doesn't matter what time of the year they play them. It's always close, and it's a great rivalry, and you can tell it still lives on as each year keeps coming for all these kids, each year group that comes up here. So it's fun. Hey, this is why we do it, right? That's why we love it.
Exactly. These are the moments you have that chance to make the big play, defensively or offensively. We'll see who makes that big play here in the next 3:40. Try and decide a winner in regulation. Been a while since GSL's been in an overtime game.
Yeah, it has been a while. Now the fans getting into it here a little bit.
Hear that rumble in the background.
That's not thunder. That is not the Dean Schwartz curse out there.
For once.
This is actually the fans.
So here we go, 3rd and 5. 2 wideouts to the right, Ness and Shook. Play action, blitz, pressure, ball hit up in the air, incomplete for Adelman. And that's his first incompletion of the game. And boy, that pressure came right through, and Adelman took that one right in the ribs and brings up 4th down.
Jordan Ketchmarek does a good job there again, and I think we're seeing a little bit of a trend here. He's going to be kind of the nut man that's coming off the snap of the ball and is going to blitz on that side. And he does a great job again, offering a lot of pressure on that QB. And again, makes him misthrow the ball. And now a big 4th down coming up for New London.
4th and 5. Bennett wide left, wide right is Shook. Ball in the left hash, I formation backfield. Shook in motion right to left. Play action. Looking, has time. Over the middle, tipped in the air, knocked down, incomplete. Defense makes a huge stand here for GSL, and that one was nearly intercepted by, I believe, Tyler Erke coming forward.
Yeah, Tyler Erke as well as Jake Vosik, both of them converging onto that ball. And like you said, Tyler Erke ends up getting the initial hit off the ball, but then those two end up colliding with each other, but ball is knocked down in a big fourth down stop by the GSL defense.
So 1st and 10 at their own 14 with 3:31 and a full complement of 3 timeouts left for GSL. Well, you wanted a good one to start the season. Here we go.
There it is.
Ball in the right hash. I formation backfield. Single wide out to the left is Strike. To the right, Christensen. Handoff Farrar. Up the middle, left side. Wrapped up, brought down. Pick up of 2 on the carry. Maybe 1, actually, to the 15. 20 carries, 88 yards for Farrar unofficially on the evening. Clock rolling. This is one of those dangerous spots, too. You don't want to sprint and then potentially give them the ball back with a lot of time.
Yeah, right. But I think right now your goal is let's score.
Wishbone backfield from, takes a snap, hands it off, right side with it, fighting his way through. Farrar driving with those legs, ball tucked in tight. Gets it across the 20, up to the 23-yard line. Pickup of 8.
Yeah, Farrar doing another great job there of just, I'm going to keep my feet chopping. You know what? You got to do everything you can to take me down because I'm not going to go down easy. And once again, there he got up high on the guy a little bit. I don't think the guy was expecting it, and does a good job picking up some yardage there.
3rd and 2 with 2.5 left to go in regulation. Tied at 21. Wishbone backfield. Snap handoff. Left side with it. Farrar following the blockers. Pushed to the 25. And he'll have enough. That'll be enough for a first down. A pickup of 3 for Farrar on the carry for GSL. Or was that Strike?
I think that was Farrar.
Farrar, yep. Puts him over 100 for the game.
Does a great job keeping them legs moving, you know, and tell you what, that ankle injury isn't affecting him any means what he had earlier in this half, and he's doing a good job just keeping them feet chopping and keeps picking up some good yardage.
High formation, backfield flanker, left side is Strike. Toss play left side with it. Farrar looking for a cutback across the 25 to the 30. 35 wrapped up, brought down at the 38, 37-yard line. A pickup of 11, first down, clock stops to move the chains.
And Carson Strike ended up getting up there a little gimpy there off right away, but then he's walked it off. I think he's going to be good. But GSL here finding some momentum that they need to keep this thing moving because they got about 2 minutes left in this half, or this quarter.
At their own 37-yard line, going right to left from. Quick snap handoff. Farrar right side with it. Looking stutter step down to the 40, up to the 42-yard line. 41, pickup of 4 on the carry for Farrar. Clock continues to roll. GSL tied at 21 with Newland and Spicer here on 1310 AM KGLB.
Yeah, and GSL's got to find the momentum here. You know what? You got not a lot of time left. 2 minute drill here. You got to keep working fast.
In at 35, a flinch by Farrar and a false start. With 1:34 left to go on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Makes it 2nd and 12.
You know, give this GSL team a little bit of props here tonight because, you know, and sometimes in the past we've seen where that first game jitters, you're going to see a lot of those false start penalties, and that's the first one that we've seen all game, actually, I want to say.
I think that's only the second penalty on GSL. You have the pass interference otherwise.
And the fact that it didn't come from the offensive lineman, it was a running back, that's even more impressive.
2nd and 12, clock rolling from snap, handoff, second man through, Strike up the middle, across the 45, close to midfield, and he's brought down at the 49, a pickup of 14 and a first down for Strike. Clock stops, move the chains, 1:20 left to go in regulation, tied at 21. GSL wants to use a timeout. Shipperly was indicating no referee saw him, so just call play and get him going. Clock rolls, 1:19 left and counting. Wishbone backfield again. Leppel the fullback. Strike and Farrar the deep men. From under center. Clock rolling. Takes a snap. Handoff. Strike. Second man through. Left side. Look. Cutback at midfield. They're peeling for the ball, but he drives forward. Gets it to the 46-yard line of Newland and Spicer. A pickup of 5 and a timeout for GSL. 2 running backs with over 100 yards unofficially on the evening. Strike with 103. Farrar with 115. GSL with it. 62 seconds left to go in regulation. Timeout, Panthers.
This timeout is brought to you by Bruce and Deb of Berkman's Country. Wow, I really messed that one up.
All right, let's do this again. All right.
All right, hit the rewind.
Tied at 21, 62 seconds left here with the timeout, GSL.
This time it was brought to you by Bruce and Deb of Berkman's Interiors of Glencoe, Hutchinson, and Waconia, celebrating over 37 years of service, quality, and value. Call for your free in-home appointment today.
Don't worry, no one was listening.
Oh, yeah, right. Man, I got a mouthful tonight. Can't get anything out.
2nd and 5 for the Panthers at the New London Spicer 46-yard line. Tied at 21. GSL led 14-13 at the half. New London Spicer took advantage of a turnover and got it on one play into the end zone and a 2-point conversion to make it 21-14. GSL then with a 20-yard touchdown pass from Fromm to Christensen after taking over the ball. New London Spicer 41-yard line. The extra point was up and good. That put us tied at 21, and here we sit. 2nd and 5, 64 seconds left to go in regulation. 3 wideouts, 2 left, 1 right. Single setback is Leppel. Ball on the left hash. Fromm, long count. Takes a snap. Pump fake. Looked. Has time. Throw. Far side. Overthrown. Flags. Pass interference coming on New London Spicer. They were doing a little bit of a post route there with Strike, and his defender, I believe, Vandeputty, made sure he did not, after they made contact, or if there was any, he made sure he didn't go too far too fast. We believe that's the penalty.
Yeah.
Wait to see here. Officials have talked. Holding defense. Still good. Still good for the Panthers. Moves them up the field. 59 seconds left to go in regulation. Tied at 21 between GSL and New London Spicer. That's a 10-yard penalty. So it moves them up to the 36-yard line. Plus the clock stops without the use of a timeout for GSL, so that works out as well for them. They have 2 left, 1 left for New London Spicer, tied at 21. Opening game of the season here on 1310 AM KGLB. Strike will be on the left side of the line. I formation backfield. Farrar dots the I. From snap, toss, left side. Farrar with it, trying to find room. Look for a cutback, and Strike was leading a block, but the defender was pushing him backwards. That Schoberg, great job out on the left side, just jammed Strike back into him. Farrar, no gain. Clock rolling.
Farrar, too, just getting up a little gimpy there, too, as well. Maybe that ankle hurt him a little bit there, but, yeah, he ran right into Carson Strike and his blocker and couldn't go anywhere.
33 seconds left to go. Clock rolling. I formation, 1 wide out each side. Christensen wide right. From play action, rolls to his left. Pressure comes, throws over the middle, incomplete. Had a man, counter contact, but could not connect. A little bit ahead of him on that one. 3rd down upcoming for GSL, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, definitely had a guy there ready to go. Tanner Contact going out and doing a good job of getting open and being an option for his quarterback, but just too much pressure coming up the middle again for in GSL's offensive line. They have to find a way to contain that to allow Fromm to get that time he's going to need, especially in this time of the game.
24 seconds left to go. They're going to go 3 wide. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, ball on the left hash. Strike the single wide out wide to the right. Single setback is Leppel. They'll have him pick up the man up the middle. Pump fake. Ball loose! Recovered! From pump fake, brought it back down to his hip. It went off of his hip, and he turns it over. Luke Gilbertson falls on it on the turnover with 19 seconds left to go. And New London Spicer with it at their own 47-yard line and a timeout. Oh, boy. From second lost fumble of the game. And that one was his own doing. He brought that, the pump fake, brought the ball back down to his hip. I didn't see a defender get a hand on him. It looked like he brought it down to his hip, and it popped off of it and went to the ground.
He tried to put a hand up to try to get himself away from the defender, but it hit off his hip, and of course the defender right there able to pounce on it.
19 seconds left to go. An official on the wrong end of the field, sprinting back. Quick pass, far side, tip back, incomplete. Great job defensively there. Kaczmarek again. Another incompletion for Edelman. 15 seconds left to go in regulation.
A good job at Kaczmarek getting in there right away, and
the back judge was sprinting to the other end of the field as that play was about to happen.
Yeah, but good job by Kaczmarek getting in there right away and swatting that ball down here. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at their own 47. Edelman drops back, pressure pumps, steps up, looking deep, near sideline, has a man overthrown. He had Shook down the near sideline, has beaten his defender, but that one overthrown incomplete.
Yeah, and you got to give props here right now because Alex Eide is in there on that NASCAR package we like to call it when you get a little bit of a smaller guy up front to get some pressure and some speed. And he was in that backfield, and he almost had Adelman right in his line of sight to pull him down, but Adelman gets off a fantastic pass again, but just a little too much on it and over top of his target.
9 seconds left to go in regulation, tied at 21 with GSL and New London Spicer. I formation backfield, one wide out each side. They're at their own 47. I formation, snap, play action, looking to pass, step, throw, deep, far side, underthrown, intercepted. 3 seconds left to go. Can they return it? Cutting back to the near side with it is GSL. Airkey breaks through one tackle. Now he's wrapped up, brought down, and we're going to overtime. Tyler Airkey with the interception, and we go to overtime here at Stevens Seminary Stadium.
Great job by Tyler Airkey getting underneath it right away and getting it and tried everything he could to make something happen there, but New London ends up bringing him down, so couldn't quite get there.
So now we go to overtime, and we're going to have a break in the action. 60-second break, overtime, and 60 here on 1310 AM KGLB.
Furnace on the fritz? Count on your local Bryan dealer to do whatever it takes to bring the heat when things get chilly.
Gog Sheet Metal in Hutchinson, 320-587-5886.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Whether it's your first home or your next, call the experts at Priority One Metro West Realty of Glencoe. Brian O'Donnell and crew have been helping customers buy and sell their homes and properties for years. When it comes to real estate, go with the experts at Priority One Metro West Realty in Glencoe.
For over 90 years, Harpo Brothers Chevrolet in Buick and Glencoe has worked hard to provide the area with high-quality vehicles at affordable prices. View their entire new and pre-owned inventory online at harpobrothers.com. Your dealer by choice for generations, it's Harpo Brothers Chevrolet and Buick in Glencoe.
When you do maintenance on your home, it's a long-term decision. Give Procrete Concrete and Masonry a call. They specialize in block work, poured walls, decorative work, stone work, driveways, patios, and much more. Call 952-994-5272 to find out more. Procrete Concrete and Masonry.
21 all the score as we come to overtime. So what we'll do is we'll play. Both teams will get the ball once, start at the 10-yard line. Either they get it in or they don't. Then you got to match points. If you want to kick the extra point, you can. If you want to go for two, you can. Nothing that'll force you either way. It's not like college where they start at the 25. It's at the 10-yard line here. It's not like the pros where if a team scores a field goal, then the other. There's no special teams really involved here on that end of things. So GSL tied at 21. Boy, what an ending to regulation. A missed pass. Shook was open down the near sideline. Adelman just overthrew him. And boy, that would have been a huge step in the right direction this season for New London Spicer had that one connected, but it didn't. Both teams had missed opportunities in that second half, but GSL ties it at 21. And that's where we are as we get ready here for overtime, number 1 here at Stevens Seminary Stadium.
OT1, and hey, it's been a long time since I've seen overtime around here for GSL, so it's...
I wish I had the number. This might be the first ever overtime at Stevens Seminary.
It could be. It really could be.
I don't have that in front of me, but I'm sure if there's anyone out there that knows that information, they might be able to text you that to confirm one way or the other, but I believe it's the first overtime game here at Stevens Seminary Stadium. Toss is up, and I believe GSL won. Nope, it was won by New London Spicer. They're going to go to the south end zone here. And I believe they're going to be on offense. So they start at the 10, punch it in, the other team gets a shot. If you don't, other team gets a shot. And if they punch it in, game over. Pretty much now both teams will have one offensive series to try and score points. If it's tied after that one set of offensive series, we go to a second, we continue until someone leads and someone wins this game. 21 all the score. It was 14-13 at the half. New London Spicer took advantage of a turnover and turned it into points late in the third to put them up 21-14. And then GSL scored midway through the fourth quarter to tie it up at 21 apiece, and that's where we sit right now.
If Dean Schwartz is listening yet, if he's out there listening, there's plenty of time for your curse to kick in here yet. Just so you know.
Does this kind of count as something? Overtime game. I don't know. Don't get these all the time. New London Spicer will have it first. They'll be in the south end zone here at Stevens Seminary Stadium. So a lot of the fans starting to migrate to that south end zone to cheer them on a little louder. New London Spicer will have it first. In the south end zone going left to right. Ness and Soini, the men in the I backfield. Now let's send Ness in motion out to the left side. Play action, looking to pass, has a chance. Now pressure comes up the gut. Oh my goodness! Adelman can pick up his ribs out of the 15-yard line as he gets planted by, I believe that was Lemke with that one.
Yeah, nice job by Paul Lemke. Does a good job. The player, not the coach, does a great job of coming through immediately and just swallowing Adelman whole. Nice job by Lemke.
By the way, that's a sack.
That is a sack. I love that. That's great. So with that sack means another $20 from Pro Auto and Transmission to the Panther Boost Association for a grand total of $40.
Shotgun, 4 wide, 2 to each side. Put a man in motion. That's Ness left, right. High snap over his head. Adelman sprinting back, just dives on it. Back at the 32-yard line. So 2 plays, shoots him backwards, 21 yards. A bad snap, a sack, and then a really bad snap.
Yeah.
Loss of 16 on that. Does that count as a sack or not?
No, I think because he's down. That's why, yep.
And he's still holding his ribs a little bit. So now it's 3rd and goal from the 31-yard line for New London Spicer. This is where the defense can't become too complacent and allow something to happen.
Yep.
So here we go. 3rd and goal at the 31 for New London Spicer. I formation backfield, single wide out, shook wide to the left. Safety's 20 yards off the line of scrimmage. Ness in motion out to the left side. Rolling left is Adelman looking. He has time, flips it out behind, and that one incomplete off the fingers of Shook. Halgan was getting tackled, but since the ball was touched by a fellow receiver, there was no pass interference once that happened.
No, good job by GSL's defense making sure they had everybody covered there. And we've seen that play before where you have Shook going out, and he just does kind of a little bit of 5 and button hook right there, and then Ness goes out and around, and that time they wanted to try to get the Ness as they could, but Haugen's coming across too and almost ends up getting it on the dive.
So here we go, 4th and goal from the 31 on this first overtime for New London Spicer. They're open for a defensive penalty or a touchdown. Shotgun 4 wide, 3 to the left, 1 to the right as a man. Shook in motion to that left side. 4-man rush, has time, throws it deep. Far sideline, underthrown from the end zone. It's knocked down. Doesn't matter if it's completed. Incomplete anyway. So a 4 and out. No points for New London Spicer. Great job defensively for GSL.
Yeah, nice job by GSL. Capitalizing, of course, with the first big sack, of course, that Lemke gets on him. But then not only that, they get a bad snap, and then, hey, we got to do everything we can here now to make sure they don't get any big passes. Do a great job of shutting down all the targets out there. Let's see if GSL here now can find that momentum that they had right away and get into this end zone and call it a game.
Tied at 21 here in overtime in Glencoe. Thank you for joining us here on 1310 AM KGLB. Wishbone backfield at the 10 on this 1st and goal. In overtime, handoff, right side, Farrar cuts it up the middle, across to the 6, to the 5, muscling forward up to the 4-yard line is where he's brought down. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5.
Farrar doing a good job again, chopping the feet, keeping them going. He's not worried about the ankle at all, that's for sure. You can definitely see that.
That's tomorrow's problem.
Yeah, no kidding. We'll worry about it tomorrow.
That's for tomorrow, not today. 2nd and goal from the 5 with a wishbone backfield for GSL here in overtime, tied at 21. Snap, handoff, Farrar, right side, stutter step, backfield, tripped up, brought down at near the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 5. That is unofficially the 27th carry, 120 yards for Farrar tonight. 15 carries and 103 for Carson Strike. Is this the strike handoff to the left side here? We've seen a lot to the right so far.
We might see it.
Here we go, 3rd and goal. Strike will be lined up as a flanker, left side. I formation, backfield ball on the right hash. 3rd and goal from the 5. Toss, left side, Farrar. Can he win the race to the corner? Cuts it back at the 5. Is he in? Yes! GSL wins! Touchdown, Michael Farrar! and GSL wins at home in overtime, 27-21 over New London Spicer.
With that touchdown, of course, you know what that means. Another $20 from First Minnesota Bank to the Panther Booster Association for a grand total in week 1 of $80.
So there you go, a walk-off win for GSL. Farrar with his second rushing touchdown does it for the Panthers, and they're 1-0 on this young season. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back. It's time for your Pro Auto of Glencoe and Hutchinson game wrap coming up in 2 minutes here on 1310 AM KGLB.
Dairy Queen in Glencoe invites you in for a great meal or tasty treat every day of the week. Try their delicious Blizzard of the Month, a full line